football pundits would tell you that this football season is divided into three parts: the non-conference or non-district section, the conference or district season, and then the playoffs. And unless you've been on an Arctic expedition with no communication to civilization, you are aware that 2020 has been anything but normal. So here we are in week 3 of high school football season in Kentucky. In normal times, most football pundits In normal times, most football pundits would tell you that football season is divided into three parts: the non-conference or non-district schedule, the conference or district season, and then the playoffs. And unless you've been on an Arctic expedition with no communication to civilization, you are aware that 2020 has been anything but normal. So here we are in week 3 of the high school football season in Kentucky, and what should be week 6. That's not normal. Last week, Pulaski County Maroons won a high school football game without scoring a single offensive point, excluding PATs. That's not normal. 21 points from your defense and special teams. Most coaches would like that to become normal. So what's going to happen tonight? One thing we know: senior night is tonight during this home opener. And by the way, that's not normal either. But rest assured, there's going to be some football played tonight on what could be a cool, overcast September evening that hopefully brings some normalcy to your lives. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Quick Care Walk-In Clinic High School Football, presented by Don Franklin, family of dealerships, right here in Somerset, Kentucky, on Lake Cumberland Sports. Tonight, the 1-1 Pulaski County Maroons play host to the 0-2 Colonels of Whitley County, and this is the first district contest for both teams, and each would love to get things started with a victory to give them a leg up on the remainder of the district schedule. I'm Bob Boone, filling in for our colleague and good friend Paul Wright, and tonight 2/3 of the A-team are back together: Mike Kerr and Dwayne Clark. It's good to have them back in the booth. We're going to step out, take a break, and when we come back, we're going to get you all set up for high school football here on Lake Cumberland Sports.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust, someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
The people of this great land are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Welcome back to high school football, presented by Don Franklin, family of dealerships. This is the Quick Care Walk-In Clinic High School Football on Lake Cumberland Sports. Again, I'm Bob Boone, and now I'm going to bring in Mike Kerr and Dwayne Clark, and they're going to get us all ready for kickoff on tonight's game. Mike, good to see you, my friend.
It's good to be back, Bob. I missed 1 week. It seemed like a month. But anyway, Dwayne Clark.
Yes, sir.
You and I are back in the saddle again. We're still missing one part of this team, but Bob's agreed to settle in. And if you've joined us tonight, you probably are aware that this is the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game 1 of 2 games of the week, as senior night out at Southwestern, senior night here at Pulaski County. So we are bringing you 2 Buffalo Wings and Rings games of the week, and we want to thank them for allowing this to happen. Dwayne, Whitley County seems strange. It's the home opener. Bob said this in his pregame. It's the home opener.
Yeah, September, what is it, 25th?
And and it's a senior night home opener, and it's a district football game all rolled into the opener here at home, and that's different, but it's not unique because everybody else is facing this. As Bob said, this is just the year. And Anyway, Whitley and Pulaski have had a pretty good rivalry over the years, dominated by Whitley County in the early years. John Hines has had a much better way with Whitley County, but they have been major struggles, and we remember last year down at Whitley. What time did we get out of there? Midnight 30?
Yeah, it was late.
We had,
endured several storms.
We had everything except plagues come in. But anyway, tonight Whitley comes up on they've lost their first 2 football games, but let's put some perspective on that. They lost to Somerset. That's nothing to be ashamed of, defending 2A state champs and looking like they are going to defend their crown. At least you're going to have to beat Somerset to get out of 2A. And then last week they went to Bell County and played the Bobcats, and Dudley Hilton's bunch is not notorious for getting beat over there on Log Mountain either. So 0-2. They come in again against a Pulaski County team that I'm pretty sure they've watched the film, and you were there quickly. Fill us in on the offensive performance of Pulaski last week.
Well, that wouldn't take long because it was not a pretty picture. It wasn't pretty at all, and as Bob would attest to, they scored no points, as he mentioned in his opening. On offense, didn't move the ball at all, and then luckily their defense stepped up and really won the game. They scored all the points, and the offense was not able to get anything going through the air, on the ground. They turned the ball over. It's just ugly, if you want to call it that.
So let's flip the coin then. If the offense played as poorly as it was described, and they did, and they have to have some improvement tonight, that won't get it done against Whitley County. The defense played outstanding football last week.
It did. Against Madison Southern has a lot of weapons, and at running back, at receivers, and they went through some quarterbacks too. And the quarterback they brought in last was actually turned out to be their best, most effective.
We're going to pause as we weren't giving them a notice. This is our national anthem. And once again, our national anthem presented by the Pulaski County Band. This is Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships here on LakeCumberlandSports.com. And you are tuned in to the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Any sport, any season, sport physicals at Quick Care are only $25. Don't make an appointment. Don't pay for an office visit. Don't sit around a waiting room for an hour. Quick Care gets you in, out, and on the field for less. They're conveniently located right behind the hospital, just off Bogle Street in Med Park West, and are open late, 9 to 7 on weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. Quick Care serving Somerset and Pulaski County for over a decade. And a big thank you to the Don Franklin family of dealerships for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of summer savings at all their Somerset locations. Visit them on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset Family of Dealerships. They will treat you like family. And before Dwayne and I kick back into the pregame, I will remind everybody you are watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week on Lake Cumberland Sports. Buffalo Wings and Rings, wings created your way, always fresh, never frozen burgers. Dwayne, we talked a little bit before the anthem caught me not looking. I'm in mid-season form, right?
Yeah.
Paul's not here to say that, so I'm going to go ahead and step on my own toes. Whitley and Pulaski have had a pretty good history The last time Whitley was here was in the playoffs. That game was a rout. If you remember, Pulaski won it by, a running clock.
A bunch, yeah.
And at the end of that game, it got ugly.
Very much, yeah. I remember now.
Yeah, well, I remember it because it was when we were first starting to do video, and I was sitting here watching something going on in the field that I knew we were videoing. And anyway, fortunately, it all played out. But after that, the coaching situation at Whitley changed, and Jep Irvin, they found a way to get him back up here. And this man, if you're familiar with football, great record over at South Laurel, went to one of the big schools in Birmingham, Hoover area, and they play real football down there. And they finally got him back up here. I think his wife and family are originally from up here, and that's how they got him back up here. But they have got a top-shelf football coach on the other side over there, and this will be fun. We've got two coaches that have a lot of pride in their programs, and Whitley last year they had a quarterback that you and I watched as a sophomore, and that was quite impressive. But he will not play tonight. Well, he may play tonight if Corbin's playing. He transferred, and he's a Corbin Redhound now. And so we're not familiar with this quarterback, right?
No, we are not.
We did not get to see him play last year. But, again, his name is Caden Petrie, and he's completing about 60% of his passes, 125 yards a game or something like that. This is more of a passing offense under Coach Irvin. They'll have to get better numbers, and one thing that will jump out is no touchdowns and 2 picks. So the numbers so far aren't that impressive, but again, the two teams that he's played may have had something to do with that.
Yeah, your competition dictates a lot of that. You're right, Mike. Plus, it's his first 2 starts after 3 weeks of practice. It's a learning process, especially with the new quarterback. He does have some a little experience behind him in the backfield, Lawson and Gilbert.
We are familiar with those two gentlemen.
Yes.
And again, this year, Gilbert is their leading rusher and one of their leading receivers. I mean, Lawson is their leading rusher, and Gilbert right behind him, and one of the leading receivers on this team. They run an offense that is somewhat similar to Pulaski County's.
They do.
It's not exactly, if you're a follower, they refer to it as a system. It is, they run a lot of short crossing routes. They run a lot of dumps. They run some screens, and then they'll try to get over the top on you every now and then. But this will be an offense that if either team can run the football effectively, either team, they'll have a huge advantage in this football game.
We talked about that pregame before we went on the air about Pulaski's necessity that they need to start running the ball. And as you mentioned, Whitley would love to do the same. They've only run the ball thus far on the year 111 yards on the ground.
And that's in 2 games.
Yeah, that's in 2 games. And through the air, they've thrown for 247 yards. So, as you mentioned, they've been a passing team so far. And sometimes it's just out of necessity. If you can't run the ball, you've got to throw it. You're going to try to move the ball.
Try to give you a feel. You're watching with us, but they're waiting on senior night. And the seniors and the parents are getting ready together. And because of the social distance or the distancing requirements and everything else, it's more like a tennis match that you might be at or a golf tournament here. It is eerily quiet in the stands right now. And anyway, Brian Miller, tip of the hat to him for all the things they are going through to try to make sure all the rules are followed. And to Pulaski and Whitley, I tip my hat, guys. It doesn't feel like football scattered out like they are, but that's how it's going to be. Whitley's defense, they're primarily a 3-4 defense football. They play 4 across the back, and they play what John Hines and Coach Sharp referred to as a matchup. If you run a go route into either one of those 4 defenders, they're going with you. If you break something off and don't go deep, then they start sharing people. You cut inside, you pass off to the next guy. It's a pretty complicated defensive scheme, but, again, it's what they run. And they'll come out of the 3-4. They'll show you some 4-3, depending on what Pulaski's trying to do. But Pulaski, against the 3-4 part of this defense, needs to run the football enough to keep them honest.
Without a doubt. And you mentioned their defense. Tanner Gilbert, we've already heard that name. He is their leading tackler.
He can play, too.
Yeah, he can. And along with Brian Leach and Barrett Hollis, you're going to hear those names a lot tonight. And they're experienced players. So it all depends on that running game, Mike, for Pulaski and Whitley County. If they had if you were listening to their team, their crew, they'd be saying the same thing. They need to run the ball, both teams, to set up the pass. And
you're right. Somebody has got to establish a run game. I mean, at some point in time, Pulaski's offense last week, several turnovers, 3, I think, through a couple picks, which is not very characteristic for this team. But senior night has started down here beneath us, and we're hoping that you all can get a feel for senior night. We're going to go ahead right now, and Dwayne, instead of trying to keep looking down at the field, we're going to let the camera stay on the field, and I'm going to go ahead and list who the seniors are that you're going to be seeing.
I believe there's 9 of them.
There are, and thanks to Bob Boone, I have them written out here in big print too. So Caleb Adams, Kenyon Smith, Tristan Cox, Jake Shepard, Zach Huff, Levi Belcher, Evan Cherry, Willie Nelson, and Hunter Mason. Those are the seniors of Team 37. 9 seniors on this football team, Dwayne. If you look at the freshman class, the sophomore class, they are large.
Yes.
If you look at the junior class, it's significantly bigger than the senior class. But of these seniors, again, you've got some key players in this group, and nobody wants to go home a loser on senior night.
Not at all. And it seems like there are a couple of those names we've been hearing those for years, but it's actually just this is their 4th year.
Well, you think about Tristan Cox. We saw him start as a young freshman,
yes,
and he was only at that time about 6'1", about 210. And we've seen him grow in. Of course, he is, those people probably know that he is a Purdue signee, 6'3"-ish and 240.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about Whitley. Let's talk about Pulaski's. We said not great things about their offense last week because they didn't play very well. Now,
I'll give you some numbers.
Yes.
To show that. They had a total of 40 yards on the ground, 47 through the air. I mean, that's first quarter numbers for Pulaski, or maybe for 2 drives for Pulaski normally in a normal game.
The defense had, 2 pick sixes?
They do.
And a scoop and score.
Mm-hmm.
They blocked a punt late in the game that won the game.
Yes.
Leighton Abbott, I think, was credited with the block, and Jericho Dixon picked it up and took it in. And previous to that, Adams and Slavey had both picked off passes and taken to the house. You can't depend on your defense to score 21 points a game.
No, but you take it.
Well, it's a luxury. John Hines just looked at me and he goes, that's one of those wins that you just say, wow.
Yeah.
His defense did well. And again, they gave Madison Southern not much.
No, they did not.
I looked at the numbers that you all posted. And so anyway, Pulaski's defense, if they can get that kind of performance again tonight, that bodes well.
And back to their offense, Mike, they got most of those yards on that drive in the 4th quarter. I mean, Bob did not call many offensive plays.
Oh, I know. I listened to
during
you
the game,
guys.
And most of those yards were in that drive that basically set up that block punt.
It didn't put points on the board, but at least put them in position for the block punt to win the football. It flipped the field. I think Bob's giving me – he's landing an airplane or he's telling me it flipped the field. I'm not sure which, but no, that's true. Okay, Pulaski so far on the season, roughly 180 yards of rushing in a couple games. But, again, 100-plus of that came from their quarterback in the Belfry game.
Right.
190 through the air. That's not up to par for this offense either. So – I expect one, if not both, of these offenses to crank it up tonight.
I think if you're Pulaski, you just throw last week's game out.
I think
scrap it
exactly.
And let's go back to what we do.
They have a boneyard down there. They bury stuff down on the practice field up there in that one corner, and it is unique to them. But there's probably something buried up there that might be a tape. Something from that football game that they said, okay, we got rid of that. That's gone.
It's
that's
behind
history.
us.
All right, senior night is going to wrap up. We don't think they're going to do any recognition of cheerleaders or band, but we'll find that out in just a minute. And if they do that, we will share that with you. Well, I see 6 or 7 of the cheerleaders wandering out, so maybe we are going to recognize the cheerleaders, and nobody gave me their names. We are apologetic for that. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, Dwayne, special teams obviously are important. Last week, Pulaski County won the special team. No, they split the special teams game. Wasn't Madison Southern, didn't they return a punt?
They did.
For a touchdown?
Well, it was a fake punt.
So you had each team had a special team score. Pulaski County's kicking game with Shepherd has kind of found itself a little bit.
They did well. I mean, the kicking game, and then they've got a new place kicker, Logan Corson.
Yes.
And he did hit an extra point. Actually, I think he's got 2 on the year now.
He does.
And but you got to score touchdowns for him to come into play.
Yeah. If you just joined us, you are watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings Game of the Week here on LakeCumberlandSports.com, sponsored by Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West and our presenting sponsor, the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. We welcome everybody in tonight. I want to remind everybody that Entrust Counseling and Buffalo Wings and Rings have partnered with us for a $25 gift card that'll be drawn for at halftime. All you have to do is visit Entrust Healthcare Counseling Services Facebook page to enter. Do that now before halftime, and you will be entered, and we will get the magic winner in our headsets or on our phones or somewhere after halftime, and we'll tell you. But that is a $25 gift card, and it's sponsored by Entrust Counseling Services and Buffalo Wings and Rings. Dwayne, Pulaski County will be in the all dark uniforms, and I'll let you tell me, are those black jerseys or maroon jerseys? Can you tell?
I can't tell yet.
I'm going with
my
black.
Initial one was maroon, but I couldn't be wrong. I could be wrong.
They have both, but anyway, they will be the dark team.
Yes.
As you watch the game, and Whitley's in all white with red pants, trimmed in red numerals. So
the most important thing is we can see their numbers really well.
Well, that's up to you and Bob. I'll let you all do that part of it. But again, we thank you for joining us tonight. He's Dwayne Clark. I'm Mike Kerr. Bob Boone will have the play-by-play here in just a few minutes. And we thank you for joining us. We were told that senior night would start at 7:20. They obviously are ahead of the game just a little bit. So let's talk about what you expect to see tonight, Dwayne.
Well, I think on Pulaski's side of the offense, they're going to try to establish their running game. And a lot of times they'll do that by throwing the pass so they can open up the running game. That's their MO. I mean, throw the ball so they can set up the run. That's their bread and butter. When they're clicking, that's what they want to do. And I think they want to give Drew Poston some confidence. I think he needs it after last week. And team as a whole, I think they need to get confident on the offensive side of the ball.
Let me tell you what Drew Poston's coach said about him to me sitting just down to our right one day this week when I stopped by to see Coach Hines for a minute. He said he was not the least bit worried about Drew Poston. He said he had a bad football game. He knows it. Said he was disappointed in his performance. He took it to heart. He said, it's buried, it's gone, it's history. He said, but don't be surprised if he doesn't come out and play lights out tonight. He just said he's that much of a competitor. I hope for the young man's sake that's what happens. Couple numeral changes tonight.
Yes.
Since people are watching us. Let's get this one in. If you're looking for Ryan Dye, that old familiar number 7 that he wears, add a 7. He'll be wearing 77 tonight instead of 7. And Levi Belcher, instead of 40, will be wearing 50. And Leighton Abbott, instead of wearing 40, Leighton Abbott will wear 50.
Right.
Good job, Mike. And Levi Belcher, instead of wearing 50, will be wearing 40 tonight. And Canyon Smith will be wearing 22 tonight. So those are some numbers that if you haven't, you don't have an updated roster, that those numbers will be a little bit different. Joe Tammy's crew will be our officiating crew tonight. I know that because I look across the field and he's standing over there. I expect Whitley to try to keep Pulaski County, if they've got anything they're going to throw defensively, at Polston, I think you're going to see it early. They're going to try to catch a quarterback who's coming off a game to where maybe his confidence might not be as high as you might, and you come in and you try to, again, shake that confidence a little bit. I don't know if John Hines and Coach the rest of the coaching staff couldn't just tell the defense, go do what you did last week.
Build on it.
Go build on that, because he just told us, he said, I've had a pretty good defensive teams around here, and we've played some pretty good defensive football. He said, but that was a really well-played football game.
It was, and you've got to remember this is a district game, so this is important. A huge game for both teams. Whitley 0-2 looking for a win. Pulaski trying to come off an ugly win. So both teams looking to establish something, and especially on offense.
District season will start, as you said. Tonight, Southwestern is not playing a district game. They've got Knox Central tonight, but North and South Laurel play. And tomorrow morning, we'll have a somewhat idea of how the district starts to look already, because with a 5-team district, it doesn't take long. If you lose a home game, you kind of put yourself behind the 8 ball.
That's a big hole to dig out of, losing a home game.
They are introducing the seniors through the tunnel down to our right. And, again, one last time for them to get some props from the family. But if you can't be here tonight and you're watching with us and you've got family members or friends or whatever, thank our sponsors for making this happen tonight, because we really didn't have this game scheduled as video, to be honest. And with it being senior night, it was decided to go ahead and do that. And so they are introducing the seniors. And I see Smith and Cox, and here comes Shepard. And we'll try to, again, you're with us. Huff will be the next one introduced. But we spend a lot of time watching these guys play football.
We do.
And we get to know some of these young men. And the thing that senior night always means is they're moving on with life. They're going to go on to the next level. Some will play football at the next level. Many will not. And this is a special night, whether you're a cheerleader and or a football player. And
or parent.
Hey, we've been through it. As a parent,
yes.
No, I mean, senior nights are not good. No. Mr. Cherry is being introduced as we speak. Willie Nelson, who I hope can play. He's had some stomach issues, and he's been on the shelf the first couple of weeks.
That's true. We have not called his name.
Well, he's not been ready to go. Belcher will jog on out in his new number 40. It's like NASCAR. He's got a new team sponsor. He's changed his number. But and the last one, Mason, will come out, and that will be senior night. Hey, Dwayne, keys to the game.
Keys to the game. I think the offensive line of Pulaski needs to establish some need to establish the line, that control the line of scrimmage. And, of course, they would love to get off to a quick start, although if they win the coin toss, we know what they're going to do.
John Hines will defer. One thing about it, that's the reason for some of the numbers change. Dye now has a 77 number. He can wear anything he wants on defense, and he will be on the offensive line some. And the same with Abbott. He wears 40 and did. He will wear 50 now. He will still be on the defensive side of the football, but expect to hear both of those names on the offensive side of the football some tonight. And Tristan Cox, I would not be surprised that we don't hear his name a little more on the offensive side of the football.
I would not be surprised, because they do need, as we've stressed, they need to establish the running game, and he can run the ball, and we've got dual sound now. I got stereo.
Yeah, I don't know what happened, but I can hear out of both ears. Whatever we did, guys, kudos.
Good job, Bob.
Devin and Pat are the rest of our crew tonight. We have a full house. You have to have camera work. You have to have a producer. And we're going to bring our voice of the Maroons, Bob Boone's going to step in for tonight. And, Bob, you saw him last week. Here's your chance.
Well, I think the uniforms are black. Let's settle
That's
that.
what I
We
thought
got kind
so.
of an Oakland Raider look going on here,
Yeah.
black and silver with the silver helmets. But you're right, Mike. Last week was a game, if you were an offensive coach, it'd just make you want to throw up. You'd be on Zofran and Pepto-Bismol and Maalox and every other stomach medication you'd come up with. However, it's a new week, and as you said, that offense performance last week, I'm sure, got buried in the boneyard. But defensively, this Maroon team stood out. I thought they played some fantastic football. They were much more aggressive. Johnny was looking for that last week. He wanted to see his team be a little more aggressive defensively and work on pursuit angles and, most importantly, tackling. And Dwayne and I touched on this. You could tell last week they had worked on tackling from the week before. This week, a lot of adjustments being made to this offense. We're going to see some of those tonight. You guys touched on those, and we'll see how that plays out. Looks like that the Maroons, well, we still got about 40 seconds to go, but we may not let that run out.
Well, let's see, because Magic Monograms does sponsor our fashion report. They're conveniently located off Highway 27 between
Healy back deep for the Whitley County Colonels. Short kick. It's going to sail towards the sideline, go out of bounds, so that's going to be a procedure penalty. Let's see if Whitley County chooses to take the ball and start on the 35. I believe they will. Of course, doing the kicking duties, kicking off for Pulaski County, Jake Shepard, and that one, not a good way to start.
Remember, Magic Monogram can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and embroidery. And our keys to the game were brought to you by White's Cabinets. And, Dwayne, we will make sure we get that one in just a moment.
So Whitley County comes up, as Mike said. They like to run that spread offense as well. You got a quarterback in the backfield. That is Caden Petrie. He's going to take the snap, hand it to his back, who's looking for room around the left side and not going to get much. Back to the line of scrimmage, barely.
Yeah, again, that's bread and butter in this offense.
That was Gilbert.
And the tackle, I think that was somebody from the safety position came up and made the tackle, if I'm not mistaken.
Tanner Gilbert in the backfield, 5'10", 195 pounds. He looks bigger than that. I saw him with his pads off, and he looked bigger with his pads off than he does with his pads on. He, again, lined up to the right of the quarterback, Petrie. Puts it in his belly, sidesteps one man in the backfield, and then is met by a host of Maroons as he picks up about a yard, maybe two. It'll be third down and 8-7.
That was Cody Nichols on the first tackle, Bob. I was trying to get a number from the safety position, and then on that down, just a stuffage. Now you're third and long.
Third and long situation here. Does Johnny Hines' defense, do they pin their ears back, come after this young quarterback?
Somebody's coming.
Caden Petrie's a junior. However, he didn't play his sophomore year. He played as a freshman, but not last year. So he's still getting his adjustments made as he takes the snap. Now finds an opening around the right side. Looks like he does get the first down. He had, looks like a lot of real estate, and then at the last minute was that number 26, Cody Nichols, come up and made the tackle from his safety position.
It was, but again, Pulaski County got caught. Nobody uncontained on the outside on the right side, and they got burned.
So now we see Whitley County lined up, three receivers to the left, one to the right, man in the backfield. Fake it to him, pass to the tight end. That is number 12, Trevor Downs, for Whitley County. And Downs is a big-time receiver for these guys when he wants to be. That's just his second catch of the season, but his first one went for 25 yards. So he can get downfield and look like he had plenty of room there.
Yeah, Sullivan cut his feet out from under him, but it was 11 yards down the field. So that's not what you want. And Pulaski right now, the safeties are making all the tackles.
So you got two wide each side now. The tight end Downs, he's split out as a slot back at this point. One man in the backfield, fake it to him, throw the ball over the middle, caught and hit at about the 28-yard line and stumbles his way down to the 25. That is Jackson Estes for Whitley County.
Brady Kane's going to check into the lineup for John Hines.
Whitley County, they do the check with me. They call everything at the line of scrimmage, much like Pulaski County does.
Grayson Brown also checked in at the nose.
Sam Harp, the wide receiver, big, tall man, 6'3" out here on this far left side. They got one-on-one with him. Instead, they're going to run the jet sweep around the right side, give the ball to Aaron Steely. He's going to get across the line of scrimmage and pick up a respectable 3-4 yards.
First two plays got basically nothing. Then you get the quarterback scramble for the first down, and now, this offense has got a little rhythm to it now.
It really does, and I'm going to wait till they spot it before I tell you how many yards they picked up. Or
about half of the –
Yeah, about half, so it's 2nd down and 5 right now. Fast pace to this game. 3 receivers stacked behind each other on this near side. Fake the handoff. They give it back. Looks like some sort of a double pass. Going to go long. Downfield. Got a man, and he made it. No,
Cherry broke it up.
It. What a play.
Cherry stayed with the play and managed to get a hand in it. You could see it developing, Bob. You could tell trickeration was in that play.
Indeed it was. That was a lateral pass to the wide receiver Crawley, and you could tell all the way he was going to throw the ball, and it was a long throw, Mike. He threw that from from this left hash mark down into that far right corner. So 3rd down and 5. Going to give the ball up the middle and going to be stopped. That is Brian Leach. And Brian Leach getting some action, 5'8", 180-pound. Running back, a junior.
Levi Belcher with the stuffage. Or that would be Leighton Abbott. Excuse me. Excuse me on the number.
I threw up when you were talking about that in the pregame.
Yep.
I said 6.5 was the over and under on how many times we messed that up.
Well, I missed that one. That was Abbott on the tackle.
It was indeed. So now 4th down and 5. Whitley County going to go for it.
Hard counter.
Leach is in the backfield. He's lined up to the right of Petrie. Petrie takes the snap, sprinting out to his right, has room to run, but finds a man open, gets the ball to Trevor Downs across the yard to gain and then some, and it's going to be close to 1st and goal. If they put it on the 10, it will be.
Yeah, once again, nice throw on the run. That was into a relatively small window and perfectly thrown.
What little bit of film I got to see, you could tell he likes to run out and buy himself some time, him being Petrie, the quarterback. This time he gives it up the middle. That is Leach, sidesteps one man and then gets back barely across the line of scrimmage and picks up a couple extra yards as he falls forward. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 6.
Tristan Cox in on that one. But again, down here, if you can pick up 3-4 yards, it's bonus time if you're the offense.
Staying in that full spread offense right now, down inside the Rick Barker red zone. Petrie barks out the signals, takes the snap, keeps it, and misses one man in the backfield, but then gets a couple yards, gets across the 5-yard line. So it's going to be 3rd down and goal from the 4.
Yeah, Abbott had a shot at him, and he's spin move got him out of that one, but Pulaski County last week, your defense held in a lot of bad situations, and they need to hold here.
Really do. This could be an early trendsetter if you're not careful. Whitley County has had their way so far in this first drive. Now they're going to go with the tight package. Under center is Petrie. Hands off up the middle. That's to the big guy, Gilbert, and he is going to pick up a yard. So 4th and goal. 2nd time that the Maroons have had a 4th down opportunity to get the ball over on downs. Now, let's see, does Whitley County go for it here? Do they attempt the field goal? And I don't see anybody looking like a kicker running onto the field.
I think this early in the game, not. That was Dye, 77, along with Cox on the tackle.
Petrie under center, Gilbert behind him in the backfield. Now sends a man in motion, tosses to him around the left side, and what a play in the backfield. Nice hustle right there, and that is Jericho Dixon.
Wow. Well, I don't know what Pulaski's offense is going to do tonight, but our widest cabinet key to the game would be Pulaski make a goal line stand on the first drive by Whitley County. And that was pretty impressive, and what a play. Dixon
really
just came clean.
Interesting to see how they handle it, and this time we're going to see, we do see Tristan Cox in the game, but not in the backfield, lined up as a tight end on this right side. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Abbott in the backfield with Drew Polston. Polston takes the snap, looking downfield, now going to try and take off. He eludes one man, gets across the 10, out to the 12, and they're going to give him 3 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Ran a little drag route to the tight end. They had Cox coming all the way across the formation, but one of the D linemen got in the passing lane, and fortunately for Polson, instead of throwing it into traffic, he just pulled it down, got something.
3 receivers to the left, out top. Now Cox is split out wide right.
Mm-hmm.
Polston fakes the handoff to his running back Abbott and gets it out to Cox, who catches the ball at the 19 and gets across the 20 for a first down. That is a Turner Realty Group first down, our first one for the Maroons tonight. And got to like what you see here. I know it's only been 2-3 plays, but.
Well, I like the fact they got the ball in the hands of a 240-pound athlete.
Indeed. 2 receivers to the left and then the tight end on that side as well. They pitch it to Abbott. He's looking for room. He's got blockers out there. If he can turn it up, he does. 34-yard line out of bounds. He's going to be close. I think he did. Nope, they're going to say he's about 32, so close to a first down.
Did you see who the lead blocker was on that play?
Mm-hmm.
25.
I thought he would. When I found out tonight or yesterday or whenever it is we found out, he was going to line up at tight end. I told you. He can make a lot of things happen on this field with the football out of his hands.
Chandler Godby checks into the game.
Thank you. Polston, empty backfield. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Man in motion. That's Williams. Overflood the zone to the right. Williams is going to get the little screen pass, catches it at 29, makes a juke move at the 35 across the 40, and he's going to be close to a first down. They're going to give it to him, move the chains. Another Turner Realty Group first down, and this is not the offense we saw last week.
Not even close.
The rhythm in this right now, you just hope you can put a drive like this all the way down the field, and then the confidence level is going to go way up.
Again, Polston in the gun. There's a man to his left. That is the running back, Donovan Abbott, 6 foot, 189-pound sophomore. Polston takes the snap. Under a little pressure now, looking for somewhere to go. Doesn't have much. Eludes a tackler in the backfield, though, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage and picks up a couple of yards. So a good job there by number 4 to make something happen. Tackled on the play by Brian Leach.
Yeah, once again, that's nothing there. So take a little, play another down.
Leach for Whitley County, not a big kid, but one of the leading tacklers on this team. 2 receivers left. Got a wingman to the right. That is Williams, who now goes in motion. They flood the left side of the field. Polston looking that way. Has Williams out there. Makes the – oh, he dropped it. Caught the ball behind the line of scrimmage, and it took a long time, it seemed like, for that ball to get there, didn't it?
Yeah, and again, the corner was closing, and he was looking to try to make the first move after the catch and just didn't look it all the way in. But, yes, that was basically 2/3 the width of the field, that throw.
Call it 3rd down and a long 8 or a short 9.
Yep.
It's kind of like partly cloudy or mostly sunny, whatever you want. Have to get to the 46 of Whitley County. Polston takes the snap and looks to take off, and he's going to be dropped. He's going to get across the line of scrimmage, barely. So it's going to be 4th down. But a good opening drive, regardless. If you did anything else, you got the field position back.
Yeah, again, in Pulaski County's probably 1 first down short of going into 4-down mode. But they've been known to fake punts early in games, but I think you play with your defense right now.
Jackson Estes back to receive the punt. Shepard back for Pulaski County. Gets the snow. It gets by him. Ball's loose at the 30, but he picks it up and gets a punt away. It's not going to be much of one, but it could have been a disaster as that ball sails out of bounds. They're going to mark it out at the 30. Well, it's getting better all the time for Pulaski. 34-yard line of the Whitley County Colonels.
Whitest Cabinet's keys to the game were given you by Dwayne Clark. I just didn't get the live read in, but they're brought to you by Whitest Cabinets. They provide their customers a friendly service. They value your business, and it's their mission to provide reliable products and service. Their courteous and professional team at Whitest Cabinet Design Center can turn your vision into reality. Visit Whitest Cabinet Design Center on the corner of South 27 and Slate Branch Road to learn more about what they can do for you. Teach Mike to read would be a good one.
Handoff to Leach. He goes up the middle, breaks a tackle, and is going to get out close to the 40, be about a yard shy of it. So give him a gain of 4. Mike, keep your eye on number 7, Mason Crawley, sophomore wide receiver.
Yep.
Not a very big kid, but he's big-time in receptions. Has 7 of them.
Saw that.
On the season for 93 yards.
And the way this defense is set up, it's him and Cherry.
Yep.
If they decide to go to that side.
He's lined out wide to the right, 2 receivers left. There is a wing back on the right side as well. It's Leach in the backfield next to Petrie. Petrie takes snap, gives it to Leach, makes a cut to his left. Another man miss, and he's going to pick up a Whitley County first down.
Yeah, once again, just a good little sidestep in the hole, and that earned him what he needed to get upfield.
Gain of about 7, I guess it was. Put the ball out to the 47-yard line. 2 receivers each way. Again, same formation. Again, it's Leach in the backfield. Long snap count. Maroons, they jump, but not into the neutral zone. Now it's a check with me on the sideline. Coaches in the press box, they see what the defense is doing, and they call the play accordingly, signal it into the quarterback, Petrie. Bad snap. He catches it in the air, and he's rolling now to his right. Got all kinds of time. Fires it. His intended receiver.
Flags.
Okay.
I hope not, but there's a blow to a receiver, and I think you're going to get a defenseless hit.
Yeah, Leach was the intended receiver.
Yeah.
Who went up for it. It did hit his hands.
Yeah, it did, and he extended, and
Yeah.
I'm anxious to see.
Yeah, I am too, and I hope it's not a
Yep,
defense. It's a
it
personal
is.
foul.
Yep, they're going to call it. Old school, that would have never thought of being a penalty.
That's a shame.
Today, what it is it's an automatic penalty. The receiver extended, and the hit was in the upper chest area. They call it defenseless because he had his hands above his head trying to catch football.
So a 15-yard penalty gives the Colonels a first down. Ball set up at the 37-yard line of Pulaski on the far right hash. 2 receivers each way. Man in motion, and they fake the hand. Now we got whistles, and we're going to have the legal procedure. Leach checked out of the game because he was a little shaken up. Tanner Gilbert is in.
Yeah, he got hit.
Yes.
I mean, there's no doubt about it. Was it a legal hit? From my vantage point, probably. From the official's vantage point, no.
Rules change, and
they do. The game
has
changed.
You got to adapt to them.
Exactly.
You know, a lot of people don't like it, but it is what it is. 2 receivers again each way. Handoff up the middle. That's Gilbert, and he is hit, wrapped up, but gets out of it. Now breaks free. He's the 30-20. He's going to go to the house. 10-5, touchdown Whitley County, as Gilbert was stopped after a short gain and then somehow broke free. We talked about his size and strength, 5'10", 195 pounds.
Sabi probably ran out of the arms of 4, if not 5, black jerseys. He was stuffed and in a crowd, and that's not finishing, and it cost you 6.
So Whitley County appears they're going to run the swinging gate, but here's a headline. Trevor Gilbert is limping. Now, he wasn't limping till after he celebrated a touchdown a little bit with his teammates down there, but he is hobbling along pretty good as he is the end on this swinging gate. Extra point attempt. Kick is up and looked like he may have hooked to the left inside that far right upright. So the kick is good by Austin Gibbs. He's now 2 for 2 on the season. 2:13 to go in the first period. 7-0 Whitley County on top.
Want to welcome a new sponsor tonight. Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture are proud supporters of all the local football teams in our Lake Cumberland area. It is their hope here at CC's Furniture that all the coaches and all the student athletes have a successful and injury-free season. Come visit CC's Furniture, where we'll be glad to help you with the home furnishings you need. Go teams, and welcome aboard, CC Furniture. Bob, I picked up stereo again there. Whatever you did, I like that.
I did too.
Henderson Chiropractic, committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. The caring, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need, the result you want. That's Henderson Chiropractic.
Jake Shepard and Caleb Adams back deep. for the Pulaski Maroons. They'll set up at about the 15-yard line, and all I did was set my phone on the cable. So I'm saying, technically there's probably a short.
Sounds like a winner to me.
There you go. I'm a firm believer you leave stuff alone long enough, it'll fix itself. Kick is away, and Shepard's going to take it at the 17-yard line. Then found a hole. He's across the 35 out to the 39-yard line. So a good return, going to get good starting position, but hold everything. We got a late flag after the play, behind the play.
Yeah.
Pulaski County Maroon involved. I believe it was Leighton Abbott, but I'm not sure if we – let's see. We're going to get a personal foul against Whitley County. So –
didn't see it. So
little wrestling match going on back there.
Okay.
Yeah, just a little WWE. Of course.
Well, if you're Jep Irvin, the one thing whoever it was that far behind the play in a wrestling match, you're going to advise them when you get to the Whitley sidelines that cost you 15 yards and put Pulaski in what's probably automatic 4-down territory for this offense.
Wrestling World lost a good one here recently. The Animal, part of the Road Warriors, passed away this week. Condolences to the Laurinaitis family. Anyway, back at it. 2 tight ends and 1 wide receiver. Man in the backfield, that's Abbott. Polston hands the ball to him. He's looking for room off the right side. Has it stiff arm and gets out to the 40. So that's a nice, tough run right there. And Johnny Huns told me before the game, he said he felt like this team really didn't like the way they played. He said they said it. We were soft,
right,
Coach. And there wasn't a soft run at all there by Abbott.
That's 6 on first down. Take that every day.
Indeed. Now you're going to see 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, Abbott in the backfield, lined up to the left. They're going to quick toss it to him, looking for room. He's in a one-on-one situation, and a nice defensive play that time by Whitley County's Mason Crowley in the backfield to slow Abbott down. So he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Yeah, Crowley, nice play, though. That's
he doesn't get the tackle.
Yep. But he messed up the play.
Yeah.
In a good way, I might add, not a bad way.
Football guys will tell you. That was a good football play, to say the least. So now Pulaski, 3rd down and medium. We'll call it 5. Lost about a yard on the play. Man in motion is Williams. He comes all the way over. Polston looks. Now he's got to get out of the pocket. Has a man. That's Williams. Williams makes the catch at the 37, and he's off racing. Going to be tackled. No, he gets away, and he is all the way down inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. I was going to call him down around the 25, 26-yard line. What a play.
Blew into the Rick Barker red zone.
Yes, he did.
Deep in the Rick Barker red zone, I might add.
You got to like the effort we're seeing here in the early going, and Barrick Williams right there. He was dead to the riots out here at about the 25-yard line and somehow got out of a Whitley County tackle.
Turner Realty Group first down, 1st and goal.
Indeed, and as you mentioned, they're in the Rick Barker red zone, and now we see Tristan Cox going to line up as the sidecar to Drew Polston in the backfield. 2 receivers out top to the left, tight end with a wing to the right. They're going to give it to Cox. He's going to run around that right side. Did he get in? No call, no call, no call.
Pulaski's celebrating, but no.
They're going to say he's just short.
That was almost a Citizens National Bank touchdown.
Here comes the heavy jumbo package.
Cox will stay.
Yep.
A handful of linemen will come in.
Yeah. And we got a timeout on the field. That is
Whitley.
A United Cumberland Bank timeout. Mike?
Thank you, Bob. And again, Whitley takes timeout here. Surprising on a 2nd and goal, and it's, a quarter of a football. Again, maybe they saw something they just didn't like in the personnel package. Rick Barker, Godby Realty and Auction, names you know, names you can trust. Real estate and auction services for farm, commercial, residential, and personal. Godby Realty and Auction. 49 years experience in real estate and auction business, and we're ready to put that to work for you. Go online at godbyrealty.com for more information. As Bob gave you, this is a United Cumberland Bank timeout, and it's a 1-minute timeout that lasted about 25 seconds, so we'll get back with United Cumberland, Bob, here.
Jep Irwin out to have a discussion with the referee.
The entire timeout he was.
Oh, so that's what that was discussed. That's what the timeout was about, wasn't it? Okay. So now again, the heavy jumbo package. You got 5 to the right of the center. You got 3 backs in the backfield. They're going to direct snap it to Cox, and he's going to, well, he attempted to leap. He's a big athletic guy, but he just kind of half leapt, half bowled his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Maroons. That is a Citizens National Bank touchdown. First to the ball game for the Maroons. It's now 7-6 with 21 seconds to go in the first.
On the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. And, again, an attempt to tie this thing up.
Logan Corson to do the kicking. There will be Caleb Adams. And Caleb Adams looking to the sideline. And are we missing a T-box?
Well,
we are.
They're missing a player. That's what they're missing.
Not good.
Not good.
They don't kick off of a T-block anymore, do they, Bob, or do they at high school?
I think they still have something. I don't know what it's called, a block, a lift. Anyway, if you're frustrated by your bank's long drive-through lines and poor customer service, if your bank is recently consolidated to a single location, Citizens National Bank is here to earn your business. With 7 locations in Pulaski County, you're sure to find one convenient to you. Visit our website at cnbsomerset.com. Find the nearest branch. For the past 100 years, Citizens National Bank moving forward, constant in this community. We're here to stay. Citizens National Bank moving forward together.
Mike, in my day, they used them square-toed shoes and used to lace them up back around behind the ankles. Tells you how old I am. Snap is a little low. Adams picks it up, and he's looking for a place to go. Went right, now left. Finds a man wide open in the end zone. 2-point conversion is successful. That's how you run the fire drill.
Flags.
Probably going to have a man downfield.
You got linemen in the end zone. This one's not going to stand up. Good call, Bob. And for real, there is no reason for a lineman to be in the end zone on that play because you're 2 yards from it and you're allowed 2 yards. Now we're going to get a discussion, and let's see. Was the snap that bad or?
It was low.
Okay.
It skidded off the ground, and I think Adams just made a decision to go ahead and take it, and they are going to back him up 5 yards, so we're going to reset. All that excitement for naught. I'm trying not to bang on this counter.
Hit Dwayne. He doesn't.
Now, Devin's going to hit me.
Yeah, we're on a different table. I mean, top over here, Pat and I are, so won't mess with us.
So now Corson to attempt. The hold is down. Snap is up. Kick is. Snap is good. Kick is up and good. And it is tied up at 7-7 on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard with 21 seconds to go in this first quarter of play.
Keeping stats and the correct score is important to players, coaches, and fans. The same can be said about keeping your taxes and finances in order. For over 26 years, Randall D. Turpin CPA has been doing just that. If accounting's not your thing, let the pros at Randall D. Turpin CPA do it for you. A proud sponsor of the Randall D. Turpin scoreboard located on Parker's Mill Road in Somerset. Turner in real estate, working with the right people matters. This is the quickest I have ever seen turnovers.
I know.
I mean, the kicking teams, they've got it teed up. So, again, apologies.
Supposed to be 60 seconds between that changeover, but
I stammer a lot, but I believe I got that Randall D. Turpin in less than 60 seconds.
You did indeed. It will be Shepard to do the kicking duties once again for Pulaski County. Jake Shepard, the senior, back deep for Whitley County. It is Brady Kane. That would be Ty Hamlin. He's going to take the ball across the 20, 30, and going to run into a couple Maroons, but carries them in an extra all the way out across the 35. So a pretty good return there for Hamlin.
Got one
just
come
a
up
freshman.
A little limpy. That's not a word, is it? Limpy?
Limpy?
I just used it.
We know what you mean is the good part.
We're in eastern Kentucky, southern Kentucky.
This defense needs a stand and to get the ball back to that offense and see if you can't get on the positive side of the scoreboard.
Sullivan and Brady Kane, the two safeties back for Pulaski County. Again, for Whitley County, it is Caden Ayton. He takes the snap, gives it to his running back. That is Brian Leach, who's going to get across the 40-yard line out to about the 42, maybe 43. So Caden Petrie, 6'1", 185-pound junior, and you heard the buzzer. That's the end of the first quarter, 7-7 on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
You're listening to Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School Football here on LakeCumberlandSports.com. Wait times are short at Quick Care Walk-In Clinic. They're focused on service, and they staff the clinic to reduce time spent in the waiting room. Quick Care has lab and x-ray equipment right there in the clinic, which is another great time saver. The clinic is open and waiting for you 9 to 7 weekdays, 10 to 3 on Saturdays. Of course, no appointment is necessary. Just walk in when you need us. Quick Care behind the hospital in Med Park West. And we also want to thank a big thank you to the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships for being our presenting sponsor. Tonight's coverage of high school football brought to you by that Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. Be sure to take advantage at the end of the summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. They treat you like family.
Going to swap ends of the field. They didn't have to go very far. Ball's at the 42-yard line of Whitley County. They'll line up, 2 receivers each way, man in the backfield. Petrie dropping way back, middle screen set up. He gets it to Leach, and Leach had a few blockers out there, at least enough to get him up to the first down marker. Gain of about 6 on the play.
That was a real collision at the end of that one, too. That was a football collision.
Yeah, one of my favorite sayings. Football's not a contact sport.
It's a
collision sport.
Well, that was a collision.
3 receivers left, 1 to the right. Quickly, Petrie barks out the signals. Looks around. He's going to hand it off to his man Leach, who breaks off to the right side and is going to pick up 10, 11 yards. So they're right now the running game for Whitley County getting to the second level, Mike.
Yeah, they are, and the thing is the linebackers are getting washed out. It seems like, as you said, the second level is not even making the tackle right now.
Grayson Estes scampering off the field. So quarterback had to wait on him now. Pitches it out there to the left. That is caught by Jackson Estes, and he's going to take that pass behind the line of scrimmage, but carry it up for 6 yards. So just a long toss sweep, if you will. A lot of people talk about this offense, using that to just spread the field.
Cody Nichols with another tackle. I don't know who they've credited him with tonight from the free safety position, but making way too many tackles for the safeties.
Indeed. Caden Petrie's having a pretty good night throwing the football. Dwayne's going to get us some. He'll let us know. Takes the snap. Looking downfield, wanting to go long. Has it down the sidelines. Up and no good. Well covered there defensively. On the coverage,
Adams, I think.
It was. Nice job. They tried to get it to the big guy, Trevor Downs, 6'2". He's listed as a tight end, but he lines up wide. Tight ends are a different breed in this style of offense.
They really are. Jake Sloan, who was here at Pulaski County, is now at Eastern. They're playing him at tight end, and he's 6'3", 220 maybe, somewhere in that neighborhood.
3 receivers to the right. That looks like Gilbert lined up on the inside. It is. They're looking for him instead. Petrie takes the snap, and he is going to get across the 30 down to the 25, make it the 22-yard line. That was a nifty little play because everybody was looking to over here to the left, Mike.
It was, but again, he bounced through a tackle at the point of attack. I mean, that's if you wrap up, that's 1 yard. Petrie, again, he's not that big, like you said, but definitely been in the weight room a little bit.
So first down, 23-yard line. Petrie hands the ball off on the jet sweep, and that was Steely. So that's the second time we've seen him try to run that jet sweep, and a good job that time by Pulaski to string it out. I see Tristan Cox was there along with – that's Cherry.
Yeah, it was, and the chase from behind didn't give him time, didn't give Steely time to really find the hole he was looking for to try to cut into, and pretty good job. String it out that much, you'll get good results.
2 to the left, 1 to the right, 2 backs in the backfield this time. It's Steely along with Gilbert. Handoff to Gilbert. And he's going to try to go off tackle to the right side, gets across the 20-yard line, pickup of a couple.
And they've just eased the football into the Rick Barker red zone. I don't know how you get away with that not being motion. The right side back went around behind the quarterback, and by the time the ball was snapped, he was 2 yards in front of the quarterback.
Yeah.
What do I know? I'm just watching. You all saw it.
You see it a lot, and you rarely
just not
see
called
it
out of this
unless
formation.
it's just a blatant move
Yep.
a la Canadian football.
Pretty important third down right here.
Downs checked back into the ball game. He'll line up as the tight end on the right side. Gilbert in the backfield. Fake the handoff to him. Petrie looking. Doesn't have a man, but plenty of time. Now rolls left. Spots a man in the end zone. Reaching out for it. Did he catch it?
Yes.
He did.
Got away with a nice little push, too. That is an outstanding football play.
Yep, that was. That was Trevor Downs, the 6'2", 215-pound junior.
Got him a little separation by the off arm and made a heck of a catch.
So Whitley County quickly coming back and scoring with 8:36 to go. It's 13-7 with the extra try to come. Your Randall D. Turpin, CPA scoreboard. Crowley, the holder. Gibbs, the kicker. Whitley gets it all lined up. Snap. Hey, we got a whistle stoppage in play, and we're going to have motion or offsides on somebody. Looks like encroachment on Pulaski, so we'll give them 1.5 yards.
Think about go for 2.
That's always the thought process. And to me,
answer,
like Jeff Irwin says, nah.
The answer to that riddle is, as of this point in time, no.
Kicker's a perfect 2 for 2 on the year.
Yep.
Now they are going to fake it as Crowley takes that ball right up the middle, had everybody fooled, marches it into the end zone.
Did he? Oh, very much trickeration. Don't forget Interest Counseling and Buffalo Wings and Rings have partnered with us for a $25 gift card drawing at halftime. All you need to do is visit Interest Healthcare Counseling Services Facebook page to enter and do that now because the drawing will be at halftime.
Yeah, get yourself entered in that $25 worth of good grub at Buffalo Wings and Rings. Of course, they are, this is one of 2 of our Buffalo Wings and Rings. Actually, we're kind of the B game,
1A.
if you will. Yeah, 1A. I like that better, yes. And because it was senior night here and all the festivities, which we were glad to bring it, we wanted to make sure we got it on video because we know a lot of folks can't make it to the ball game with everything else going on. So thanks for tuning in. We hope you're enjoying the broadcast. Bob Boone alongside Mike Kerr, Professor Dwayne Clark. Of course, we got Pat Harris producing and Devin Norton on the camera, and he's going to beat me upside the head if I keep pounding on his table. Pulaski County, Adams, Shepard back, and backing way up, that is Shepard, who's going to field it over the shoulder at about the 7 across the 15, 20, makes a move at 25-man miss, and then he is stoned right there.
The ball's out.
Oh, my.
Ball's
you knew
out.
that was a hit, and Whitley County has it.
It is, and I'll try to get you a numbers. 24 came up with a football.
So now the defense with a little bit of pressure, a quick change situation here. How do the Maroons respond?
Aaron Steele came up with the fumble. The ball actually kicked, 12, 15 yards.
It was contact.
Away from the point of contact.
Yeah. I didn't see the ball pop out. Good job up here. Guys, I appreciate that. These tired old eyes aren't real good. So, 2 receivers left, 2 right. Gilbert stands to the left of his quarterback, Petrie. Fakes the handoff to him and had a man on the quick slant. That was Jackson Estes, the intended receiver, and Petrie just missed him. This might be one of the fastest no-huddle offenses I've seen.
Yeah, again, they signal the call from the sidelines, but they certainly do it in a hurry.
Yeah, there's a lot of tempo, and at this level, that's good. Again, twins right, twins left. Petrie takes the snap, looking, now gets chased out of the pocket, rolling to his left, still looking downfield, and he just throws that one away and to live for another day as he was being chased on the play.
Yeah, Ryan Dye, and Dye comes up limping on the play.
Yeah.
He's had a bad wheel and may have aggravated that.
Good coverage downfield and good pressure by Dye. So now it'll be 3rd down and 10. Ball at the 28-yard line of Pulaski County. Whitley County now going to set 3. Nope, they're coming back. Just had to make sure they had the right play. That was Bryson Potter. Now we got a timeout. A UCB timeout. Charged to Whitley County. They were having some personnel and play calling issues.
What, the second timeout, Dwayne?
Mm-hmm.
UCB banking is easier at United Cumberland Bank. ATM deposits, instant issue debit cards, and a mobile app that gives you full control are just a few reasons why Pulaski Countyans are choosing United Cumberland Bank, member FDIC. And again, we want to welcome our newest sponsor in tonight, CC Furniture. Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC Furniture are proud supporters of all the local football teams in our Lake Cumberland area. It's our hope here at CC's Furniture that all the coaches and all the student athletes have a successful and injury-free season. Come visit us at CC's Furniture, where we'll be glad to help you with the home furnishing needs. Go teams.
One first quarter score to update you on. Knox Central leads Southwestern 6-0 at the end of the first. 2 receivers each way again for Whitley. Petrick has a man in the backfield, but instead he's going to take the snap, roll to his right, hits a man on the sideline at about the 21-yard line. Catching and stepping out of bounds is Mason Crowley.
Yeah, once again, though, this is
4 down. That play was set up to get you to
exactly.
4th and manageable.
To get you to where I can run it or throw it on 4th down here. Most dangerous guy out there is the quarterback.
And he's got a bowling ball to his
He
left.
does, but
They're going to line up in the pistol formation this time behind him. Petrie takes, long snap, sees it. Tried to get the Maroons jump off side. Good discipline there by the defense.
still 10 seconds on a play clock.
Yep. And what a great position of a play clock at a high school stadium. That thing is up there where everybody can see it. We got another timeout on the field. So that is the 3rd and final UCB timeout charged to Whitley County. So all they want to do is see if they get a free one.
Well, I'm going to let you in on a secret. They are out of timeouts because my math has never been that good. But don't forget, at the conclusion of this game, we'll be picking a Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game and a Modern Systems Defensive Player of the Game. Also, our post-game show tonight will be on Facebook after the game, and it is sponsored by the Alton Blakely family of dealerships. Bob, as soon as I don't start reading something, they'll take a full 1-minute timeout.
Indeed.
They're working on my time tonight.
Mike, one of the other things that's changed besides the spacing you see for the most part on the sideline, about half of them right now getting it done.
Yep.
But, the other thing is the water. The way they get water to the players on the field has changed. We'll talk more about that as Whitley County comes out. Petrie takes the snap, drops back to his 20, tries to get it to Gilbert, bobbled, and drops it. So ball is going to be turned over to Pulaski County on downs. I'm not sure he would have picked up the first down, Mike. Pulaski had that sniffed out pretty good.
I am too, and it was a little bit of trickeration, and coming after a timeout, that usually gives the defense more to think about. We mentioned out in Blakely's post-game show, don't forget that they have a 2016 Toyota Sienna XLE leather heated seats, sunroof, backup camera. They got all kinds of stuff down there. But, again, don't forget our post-game show brought to you by the Alton Blakely Auto Outlet.
Right next to Alton Blakely, Ford, and Lincoln.
They're the family down there.
They are. It is a family.
They are a family of dealerships. They sponsor our post-game show.
Abbott lines up to the left of his quarterback, Polston. Man in motion for Pulaski. That's Williams, and they get the ball swinging out to him. He catches it behind the 20, gets across to the 25, driven out of bounds there. So give him 4 yards on the carry. Nice little swing pass.
Yeah, Williams is an athlete, and this is the first year he's played football for a while at Pulaski County. They like to get him in space. That's what they're looking for.
It's time.
2 tight ends.
Yep. This time Polston has Abbott to his left. He's going to give him the ball, a little cross buck to the right, makes a cut the inside and gets across the 26-yard line. Hit and driven back by Brad Bishop.
I'm anxious at halftime when Dwayne and I get to break down some numbers. There have been a lot of offensive plays run in this football game. Both teams are not tempting the play clock.
I'll bet you there's just as many defensive plays run. Just messing with you.
Turn my headset down.
To the right, one to the left. Quick toss to Abbott around the right side, looking for room. He's going to pick up the first down. Not much more than that. He gets an extra yard, but enough to move the chains for another Turner Realty Group first down, their 8th of the contest.
That was Williams.
That was Williams. But what matters –
I thought it was 8 first downs. You're telling me number 8 had the ball. Okay.
That's 6 first downs.
Yeah.
You're
6
close.
first downs, and Williams was lined up to the right of Polston. So
they're using Williams in a lot of different positions tonight.
Kind of like the new look offense. 2 tight ends again. Williams to the right of Polston. And they're going to give it to him. He's looking to go off tackle, and now bounces it outside. 35-40, another cut to the 45, and going to be tackled and driven out of bounds right at the midfield line, the 50-yard line. So another Turner Realty Group first down for the Maroons, and they've got a drive coming, trying to answer. 15-7, 7:03 to go on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
How about the block by Godby out here on the edge, all 152 pounds of him.
Take it every time. Now it's Abbott in the backfield. Polston takes the snap, drops back 3 steps, looking, doesn't have anybody open. Now going to take off. He's got a blocker out there. That's Abbott, and Polston's going to get around the corner and pick up about 5. Driven out of bounds at the 45-yard line, so now they are officially into Whitley County territory.
Bob Kevin has got a scoreboard update. Mid-second quarter, Knox Central 12-8 over Southwestern. No score on the Somerset game, but they're playing on that other kind of time tonight over in Russellville.
They're an hour behind. Them boys going to get home late.
I don't know. That could be a running clock in my humble opinion.
Well, wide receiver out to the top, one down here below the numbers. Fake the handoff to Abbott. Gets it on the crossing pattern out here on the left. And is that Adams?
It is. And that's Godby with the lead block out in front of his man, the stalk block they call it. But take it. First down, Bob. UCB, United Cumberland Bank. Timeout. A Turner Realty Group first down. No timeout. I blew that one.
That's all right. You got it.
I got through it. Got 2 sponsors in. Backwards. Backwards.
Ball at the 34-yard line.
Try that.
Twins right. We got a wing back to the left. Abbott to the left of Polston. Instead, it's the underhand Utah pass. That is Williams, who makes a man miss in the backfield and picks up about 12 yards going around the right end. So, nifty little play. You like the play calling?
Love it. They've opened the book up a little bit. Hey, Dwayne, that remind you of when Jake Johnson was here?
Yes, sure did.
You see the guy from the tight end or the slot or whatever come in motion across the formation.
And guess who was out there making blocks again?
I saw.
Okay.
That's
if
all.
You're a young wide receiver, you want to get more catches.
Yep.
Make blocks when you're not know you're not getting the ball.
You got it.
Yeah, there will be a coach that'll see that, or a quarterback. Polston takes it, looking downfield, has a man, comes back to it, caught at the 16-yard line. That is Shepard. He's going to be did a little curl pattern right there and caught the ball coming back towards his quarterback.
In the Rick Barker red zone, and we've got a Colonel down right now.
That's the young kid for Whitley County. That would be Ty Hamlin.
Yep, hopefully this is some sort of – it is very humid outside tonight. I know people think, what's he talking about? It's 60 degrees. It is very humid, and again, at the pace of this game, I would not be surprised to see people cramp up. It just would not surprise me.
I think, the other thing you see sometimes is let's just say he's dehydrating right now on the field.
Okay, then you've gone as far as I need to go with this one, all right? Yeah, you are listening to Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School Football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Tonight's video game, Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. I can't see the scoreboard, but if I come up here I can. 6:23 to go in the opening half. Pulaski on the short end of a 15-7 score, but they have it second and short at the 15-yard line of Whitley County. Here's Bob.
Williams, Shepard, and Godby going to be lined up in a trips formation to the right. Polston takes the snap, fakes it to Abbott. He's going to throw left, got a man in the end zone, all kinds of contact, and forcing him out of bounds, but that was an incatchable pass.
Okay.
Antonio Palmer lined up wide. He's listed as a tight end, but as we said, these tight ends become more of a hybrid position in this spread-type offense, and If that ball's catchable, it's easily pass interference.
There was hands-on.
Yeah, could have called holding, but once the ball's in the air, it's a pass interference call.
You're right.
2 receivers to the right, tight end to the left. Williams now at the wing goes in motion, back towards the right. Polston hands it off to Abbott, hits a man right at the line of scrimmage, and he's going to fall forward. It's going to be about a yard short of a first down, and see a good show of sportsmanship out there by Leighton Abbott.
Yep.
One of the newest offensive linemen, if you will, and he just had a man on roller skates and backed him up down to the 5. That's going to get him kudos.
All right. Do you trust your running game?
Absolutely. It's on all cylinders right now. Tight end and Williams, and now did we get a jump? Timeout. UCB timeout.
And once again, Pulaski's got 1 left, I think, Dwayne.
I only show 1, but yeah.
Okay. I've got to get a read in, Bob. I've started it 3 times. I'm going to finish it. In real estate, working with the right people matters. Barry Turner, broker and co-owner, Turner Realty Group, knows the ropes. Over the years, Turner Realty Group has developed excellent relationships with their clients. See for yourself on their Zillow profile with more reviews than anyone else in the Lake Cumberland region. Turner Realty Group, just off Highway 27, between lights 21 and 22. Call 679-SOLD or go online at shopsomersethomes.com. Pulaski needs a Turner Realty Group first down here on 4th and short.
They brought in Cox in the backfield.
I would have.
Shepard and Galby line to the right. Tight end to the left, along with Williams at the wing. They're going to give it to Cox. He tries to go left, makes a man miss in the backfield, and just bulldozes his way across the 12-yard line down to about the 10, and that's enough for a Pulaski County Turner Realty Group first down.
And that's a real weapon to have, Bob.
Yep.
10 first downs for Pulaski.
Wasn't number 10 that carried the ball.
Braden Gibson's going to check in at tight end.
That's for my sake, folks. Sorry, I don't mean to confuse you. So, again, Cox is going to stay in the backfield. Same formation, only this time the wing's going to set up on the – nope, 2 tight ends. Excuse me. And now Cox is going to go in motion to empty out the backfield. Polston takes the snap, looking. Got a man in the end zone. That is Williams. Yes. Indeed, I didn't wait on the official. I could see from here he was in. So
a Citizens National Bank touchdown pass, and Williams came from the backside. Bobby came all the way across the formation, and that takes a little while to develop. You put Cox out here in the flat, he's going to draw some attention, and all of a sudden you throw behind, and well designed.
Indeed it was, and we are now an extra point away from making this a 1-point game. I like the decision here. Johnny Hines not going to chase the points.
Well said.
15-13, 5:13 to go, and check that as Adams now rolls out to his right, looking.
He got in.
He did get in.
Oh, he got.
And he earned every bit of that one. That was That was one of them helicopter collisions at the goal line right there. Is one. I saw red legs flying around. Going whoop-de-doo. What a run there. What an effort by Caleb Adams.
Senior night. He'll remember that one for a while. We're tied at 15, Bob.
Indeed. So,
hey, Madeline's here. We'll have 5 mad minutes at halftime. Hi, Madeline.
Can I just say I really like the idea of the fake and going for the 2-point conversion.
Well, personally, I'm like you. I think they should have gone for 2 there. But
yeah,
chasing the point I didn't think was the thing to do. What does it matter? I mean, John Hines is going to do what he do.
Yep. So we're knotted up 15 apiece, and Shepard got the ball on the tee. Jake Shepard, the senior, honored here tonight as one of 9 seniors. Was that right?
9, correct.
Puts the toe to it. It's a low line kick. Bounces at the 15. Bounces off the return man, and quickly for Whitley County falling on it was Aaron Van Hook.
Aaron Steely took that one off the face mask. That ball bounced up and hit him right square in the face.
Pulaski will take that all night.
Indeed. That's good net yardage right there.
Yeah, again, that low kickoff, if you can get it to where it's past that second level and it starts to bounce, it can do crazy stuff, and that one still had a little juice in it when it bounced.
Football's a funny shaped thing. It looks like a basketball. It's laid out in the weather.
It's an oblong.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it bounces.
True bounces just don't happen very often.
No.
Oh.
2 receivers for Whitley County to the left. 1 man in the backfield next to the quarterback. Takes the snap. Doesn't have anybody. Now is going to get it out to his safety valve. That's Gilbert. Catches it at the 10. Moves across the 15. Still host of Maroons there. Finally, little gang tackling.
Gilbert runs like he's angry.
He does.
And I mean that in a good way.
People bounce off of Gilbert.
Yes, they do.
He stays low.
Yep.
Aiden Wesley on the tackle, but wow.
Again, Gilbert takes the handoff up the middle, finds room, and gets across the first down to gain marker, and then some, almost out to the 30-yard line. See where they spot it. Just, well, right on the 30. So first down for Whitley County with 4:32, clock running. 3 receivers right, 1 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. And that is Leach on the carry, and he's going to try and go around the left side, cuts it up, and gets it out to the 35. So all of a sudden, Whitley County trying to answer quickly.
Levi Belcher had to sprint to get off at the start of that play and made the sidelines to save the penalty.
Leach is going to stay in the ball game, lined up to the left of Petrie. 3 receivers down here at the bottom for Whitley County. 1 man to the right. Petrie takes the snap, looks. I said to the right, it was actually the left, and that's where he goes. And that's complete for another first down, going to be driven out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
He got Adams back at that corner. He had taken the helicopter earlier. Sullivan's going to check out. Adams back at safety, I will say.
I believe on the catch that was Jackson Estes.
Okay.
Dwayne may correct me on that later.
I thought it was Downs, but
okay, you could be right. Handoff straight up the middle. Not much there this time as Pulaski County stuffs it.
Kane and Slavey and
yes,
Ryan Dye, and I'm not sure who all, but at least those 3 were in the neighborhood.
Slavey came into the night with 11 tackles on the season. 2nd down and 6. Snap by Petrie, rolling out to his right, looking downfield, gets behind the defense. Ball is up, but going to be caught out of bounds. Intended receiver was Jackson Estes.
Blown coverage. You saw right before
Yep.
the snap, the corner. That's Nichols, looked up and didn't know exactly what coverage they were in, and he gave the signal to the sideline. If that one is thrown 2 yards into the boundary instead of outside the boundary, it might be 6.
fortunate for Pulaski.
It was. Now you've got them in 3rd and long.
Diane, you were correct. It was the tall guy, Downs, on that catch.
Tall guy.
Tall guy.
That helps me.
I like that, the tall guy.
Petrie signals the play to his right, takes the snap, 3-step drop, has a man wide open at the 30-yard line, going to make the catch and get the ball down inside the 25. Driven out of bounds over there by that Sullivan, I believe. Nope, Kane.
Way too much cushion, though, for a pass that far downfield.
Yeah.
There was a lot of green grass out in front of him.
2:56 to go in this half.
Well, if you're Whitley, you've done exactly what you wanted to do. You've eaten the clock up. If you put points up at the end of this, it's bonus time.
2 receivers this time tight on the left side. Petrie again tries to get it over there. Now looks for a man in the middle and right through the hands of Tristan Cox.
If it's got kind of trying to catch a fastball at about 30 feet, but if you catch that one, it's green grass. I'm by, y'all.
By the way, speaking of green grass,
Yes.
this field is in as nice a shape as I have
It
ever
hadn't
seen
chopped
it.
up either. It looks really, really good right now.
For the end of September, of course, it is the first
It's first
home game for
played a couple
Pulaski
JV
County.
games on it.
3-4 front for Pulaski County. Petrie in trouble in the backfield, gets away, tries to get the ball out to his safety valve. That was Bryson Potter, and ball was underthrown because he was just in all kinds of trouble back there.
Michael Kraft,
was that
Kraft just messed stuff up in the backfield on that play.
See, that's the kind of job description I need. Your job is to go in there and mess stuff up.
Well, if you're a defensive football player in certain areas, your job is to mess stuff up.
Nose tackles.
Yep.
That's what they got to do down there. They don't get a lot of credit. Petrick snaps a little high, but he gathers it in. He's looking downfield. Now rolls to his left and hits a man. And did he catch it? He did.
He did.
Right in front of the goal line, and a good presence by Petrie to not cross the line of scrimmage. And that ball deep inside the Rick Barker red zone as Whitley County has it on the 1. First and goal.
Yeah, they're going to go quickly, too.
Gilbert going to get it to his left, and he just kind of falls into the end zone as Whitley County got enough push for him to get behind, and that's going to put 6 more on the board for the Colonels.
Well, Pulaski will get the second half kickoff as they deferred the opening, but if you're Whitley County, you got to feel really, really good about the way this half is ending.
Well, this has really been a good football game and a well-played football game.
How many penalties Whitley County got, Dwayne?
They have 2 for 20 yards. Pulaski has 4 for 27.
Yep.
Gibbs set to kick. Crowley with the hold. That one a little, looks like he just kind of, that looked like a little golf swing. Like
it
he
did.
Just kind of chomp it out of the weeds or something, but it got up and in, or through, if you will. So 22-15 now your score. 2:37 to go in this first half of play on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Skip Cottrell Tire Pros offers a straightforward approach to tire and auto service and includes nationwide warranties and a hassle-free experience. You know, Skip Cottrell makes automotive services easy with their online appointment booking as well as special financing available. Let's get Cottrell Tire Pros get you back on when being on the move was carefree. Skip Cottrell Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. To find out more, visit us in the store at 4285 South Highway 27 in Somerset. Online at skipstirepros.com. I can honestly say I use those guys a lot.
So ball is teed up on the 40-yard line. Again, it's Adams and Shepard back deep. High short kick that's going to bounce at the 24-yard line, get by both of the return men. Picked up by Shepard. He gets it up across 20, now the 30, and makes something out of what could have been a disastrous kickoff return by the Maroons.
Kicking game on both sides has been really exciting tonight. A lot of stuff going on. How much time you got, Dwayne? I can't see the scoreboard.
2:29.
Oh, forever.
It is forever.
And one timeout?
One timeout.
The way this offense has been running tonight. And the other thing is Whitley County doesn't have a timeout to try and
You're right.
make an adjustment if they need to. So Pulaski County going to break the huddle. You're going to see Cox lined up at the right. Nope, I'm sorry, that's not Cox. That's Palmer. He's going to line up tight end on the left side. 2 receivers left. Abbott in the backfield. He's going to swing out, but instead they go across the middle, and that is the tight end Palmer on that reception. He came into the night without a catch on the season, and nice little play right there. 2nd down and 6. Pickup of 4.
Yeah, you don't have to go real fast. This offense is built to go fast, but you got to be positive on every down.
We're at the 2-minute mark of this first half. Polston takes the snap, thinks about running, instead swings it out here on the left to Abbott, and he's going to good job to get out of bounds and get close. Well, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds before the 40, so it's going to be 3rd down and 3.
Watch him spot the football. The guy on the opposite side of the field is who they used to spot the football on that one.
Interesting.
Or maybe this guy had already set a foot down and they're speaking to each other.
We'll give him the benefit of the
I'm
doubt.
going to give him the benefit on that one.
Ball is on the 39, left hash mark of Pulaski County. Polston takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Abbott, now swings it over here to Williams, who makes the catch, gets the first down, and steps out of bounds at the 45. Smart play by Barrick Williams.
Turner Realty Group first down. Well done. How many catches he got, Dwayne?
That's his 6th of the evening.
Came into the night with exactly. I have him with no catches on the.
Oh no, he had.
I just forgot to write it down.
Yeah,
That's my problem.
He had some at Belford.
I knew he did, and he had some last week. 3 to the right. Tight end to the left. Polston, the snap. 3-step drop. Now he's going to roll out. Looking downfield, still looking, can't find anybody. Now hits a man at the yardsticks, and they're going to say incomplete. Caught it out of bounds.
Yeah, that's Godby. He was trying to get the feet down, but I think the ball even came loose maybe.
Yeah, I don't know why I forgot to write down
the
fact that Williams came in tonight with 15 catches.
Yeah. Well, if you're Pulaski County, the first down that you picked up previous to that play, why is it first down on the marker?
Should be second because that one was incomplete. Yeah. Somebody will get it. There they go.
They're catching up.
Polston fakes the handoff to Abbott. He's left back there and now rolls out, reverses out, if you will, and has to sprint for the sideline as he got chased in the backfield.
Yeah, a little pirouette move, though, left the defender in the dust. And
that was Whitley County's Cameron Taylor.
But you get 7 or 8 out of that. That puts you in a whole lot better situation.
And the clock stopped.
Yeah, well, indeed. That's a double bonus.
2 receivers right. Tight end, or lined up at tight end, is Williams on this left side. Abbott to the side of Polston. He tries to go right, has to reverse direction, and now coming back, fighting to get the first down and out of bounds. Does both. He had to get to the 46 or just across the 46, and if they set the ball, yes,
first
we'll put it on the 45.
That is a Turner Realtor Group first down. And he got out of bounds.
Indeed. So just a minute 28 left to go.
This last 4 minutes of the half has taken a long
It has.
time.
A while.
That's all right.
Yes.
Polston. Abbott lined up more as a wing, deep wing, if you will. He takes off down the middle of the field, and Polston looking for him, has him caught and tackled inside the 25 down to the 22 for a first down. Clock will stop as they move the chains. Pulaski County quickly to the line of scrimmage.
A Turner Realtor Group first down. Abbott trying to give the football to somebody so he could come on.
Yeah.
Now they bring Cox in, going to give Abbott a break. Run the same play and throw it to Cox out of the backfield.
Officials still haven't spotted the ball, so break there for Pulaski County to make the substitution they wanted. Now the clock runs. 1:17 to go. Cox is going to line up as the sidecar left to Polston. 2 tight end set. Now Cox going in motion to his left. Polston all alone in the backfield. Looks, he's going to hit Cox out here on the flat. Gets the ball caught across the 20-yard line down to the 22, and we're going to get
shoulder
a targeting.
Oh, and you're going to get Cox is beating on the right shoulder, and here comes Trainers, and that did not look good, Bob.
No, and he's going to pop up and say, I'm all right, but
hopefully just a stinger.
Yeah.
Well, that's one good thing it is, but he beat, before the Trainer could get there on a sprint, he got up and ran off. It's
now, it wasn't helmet to helmet. It was helmet to shoulder pad, but it was leading with the helmet.
I'm anxious to see if we even get a call.
I am too. They haven't picked up the flag.
Well, they're going to the line of scrimmage, and let's see what Mr. Tammy has to say. Personal foul against Pulaski County declined. What?
Say what?
Personal foul against Whitley, offset.
Offsetting.
I'll give you that.
Okay, they went head to head.
That's called, we don't really know what happened, so we're going to call offsetting penalties. And what is that? That's what Muammar Gaddafi was to world peace, according to Michael Ray one night.
No, that's a courtesy runner right there.
Exactly.
Snap taken by Polston, pitches it out to Williams on the right looking, and he's in trouble in the backfield, going to be hit and dropped.
That was an
all the way back to the
play by Mason Crowley.
28-yard line, and Johnny Hines going to have to use his last timeout with 49 seconds to go, and I'm still bum-fuzzled about that call.
Yeah, again.
Not that call, the previous play.
You're talking about the offsets.
Officials, yes.
Yeah, that's my guess is they're bum-fuzzled too. There are certain things you call when you know you don't know exactly what to call, and those offsetting penalties always work. Bob, at halftime, we will have 5 mad minutes as Madeline and I are going to get turned loose.
Fantastic.
For the first time this year. And Madeline Dudley, if you are familiar with our broadcast, joined in with us last year, and she has brought a whole new perspective to this thing, and she's a student here at Pulaski High School. I don't know what all role she has,
A bunch of them.
She's
She
probably
is a busy young lady.
She's probably in charge of distancing and mask and everything else here tonight too. But can't wait for that one. We'll also have statistics and a little bit of everything at halftime.
Sir, the third UCB timeout called by Johnny Hines, and now Drew Polston's still confused about what he's supposed to dial up here offensively.
Well, you're a man short.
Play clock down to 5.
Yeah, they're not going to get it off.
No. And it's second down and long, and there it is, delay a game.
That's unforgivable coming out of a timeout.
It is.
Unforgivable.
Somebody's got to be in charge of the personnel grouping, and somebody's got to know what's going on. And to come out of a timeout and get a 5-yard delay game penalty.
Well, you were already in long yardage and short clock, so the 5 yards doesn't hurt you that bad. But you ran the play clock all the way down.
Yep. Fortunately, the game clock was stopped.
Yes, game clock was stopped, but you still
49.4. 2 receivers left. Polston takes the snap, looking downfield, now flushed out of the pocket, breaks away from one man, gets across the 30, and going to be tackled at the 25, and now Pulaski's got a hurry, clock running with 40 seconds to go.
Yeah,
it's going to be third down and long. You got to about play for a sideline here, even if you don't get the first down. Yeah, especially if you don't get the first down. 30 seconds to go.
Pulaski's substituting, and
oh my,
this is going to take forever.
Yeah, because Gibson's having to run a long way. Ball on the far hash mark.
Yeah, once again, this is
20 seconds to go. Snap, Polston looking. He's chased out of the pocket again, rolling out to his right. Finds a man and can't get it to him. Ball's going to be incomplete with 13.6 seconds to go. So 4th down and 14 for the Maroons.
Now, once again, trying to get the ball to Godby and just a little bit out of his reach as he was trying to.
And that would have been, what, 4th and 10?
Yeah, it would have. And I don't think that was Godby. I think it was Palmer.
Okay, you're
right. A little too big for Godby, yeah.
So, Polston comes all the way to the sideline to get the play call.
Check out this defense.
15 seconds. There's what you call the prevent.
3-5-3. You got 3 down linemen, 5 scattered about 10 yards from the ball, and 3 deep.
Some sort of a hook and line roll, maybe?
Maybe.
2 seconds on the play clock. They get it off just in time. Polston looking to his left, looking, has a man, and caught at the 20. Circles back now, 25, and gets the ball down.
Just short.
To the 12-yard line, but as Mike just said, I was looking at the first yardstick, not the yard to gain. Yeah. Oops, and what do we got here?
Well, they say he got the first down.
The down markers haven't moved.
I think.
Well, the down marker started to move, then he went back and reset. We got a flag somewhere.
Well, I'm not.
Or we got an official's timeout and
trying to figure out what down it is and whether he had the first down. And now they're going to measure.
No, they're not.
Yes, we are. Trust me on this one.
What are they measuring?
Whether he got the first down or not.
They're 3 yards away.
Well, sometimes after you make a call.
I don't know.
Sometimes after you
first
make a
down.
call. How about that?
Yeah.
I'm glad they got video. They can figure this one out.
I'm going to say I'll have to go back and watch that one. And you at home, if you're watching along with us, just tell me I don't know what I'm looking at.
But if you're Pulaski, you should have been on the field and ready to go because when they start, they don't have the change set.
Yeah, so you can snap it as soon as the ref blows the whistle. 3.8 seconds to go, so they pretty much got to go for the end zone here. Ball on the 13, Polston, and now we got a whistle stoppage in play.
And the white ad doesn't like something.
Clock.
We have lost decorum on the football field.
Johnny Hines might be saying the play clock, the actual play clock isn't right. He might be looking for a little more time.
Well, we've run it down to 0 now, so we're going to reset.
The play clock is, Well, I meant the play. I meant the game clock is what he was begging for.
Right.
3.8.
He's going to let him get out there before he starts the clock.
Polston fires one into the end zone, and wow. There must be no face guarding rule. If you want to see face guarding, with contact, that's what it looks like, but it falls incomplete, and we're going to go to the locker room. 22-15, Whitley County on top of Pulaski County. And Johnny Hines just wants to talk to the officials about that last no call, but it is what it is. Mike, pretty exciting first half of football and a well-played game, really.
It was, and we, the two teams probably ran 25 plays in the final 3 minutes of the half. It was one of those halftime endings. Pulaski is going to get it to start the second half, and we've settled nothing. I mean, literally. We're going to have Madeline on for 5 mad minutes. We're going to have some stats with Dwayne and I. And the Pulaski band, we'll leave the cameras on the field. You'll be able to enjoy the entertainment of the Pulaski County Marching Band. I'm assuming they are still called marching bands. Halftime, as we said, 22-15.
The people of this great land are resilient and will get through this. And buying and selling is the real stimulus. Land and real estate are the premium investments, and they're not just making any more land. At Ford Brothers Auctioneers, we'll get you the most for your property with live, online, and multi-parcel auctions. Selling farms, homes, developments, and commercial properties for top dollar. Give us a call or online at FordBrothersInc.com.
Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving and supporting our local communities. We want you to know that we are here for you and your family. Someone you can trust. Someone you can count on, now and for the better days to come. Trusted, loyal, dedicated, helpful, and consistent. Toyota of Somerset. Come see us or visit us online at toyotaofsomerset.com.
And Intrust Counseling Service and Buffalo Wings and Rings have joined with us tonight, and right now, momentarily, they're going to draw for a $25 gift card, and all you need to do is, in a huge hurry, visit Intrust Healthcare Counseling Services Facebook page and register to enter to win the $25 gift card, and I hope that hasn't closed yet, www.intrusthealthcare.com, but go to their Facebook page and look for that. I'm Mike Kerr, 22-15, Whitley County on top of Pulaski here at halftime, and I am so glad. Hi, Madeline.
Hello.
You and I started this last year. I don't really know exactly how we started doing this, but it turned out to be the highlight of our broadcast.
Well, thank you.
Give her a little more volume. Yep. Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
There you go.
Perfect.
All right, Madeline, for this first time this year we've done this.
Yes.
This is Madeline Dudley. She's a student here at Pulaski County High School. She is involved in, name it, you're involved in it. But again, you bring us a perspective from the student body here at Pulaski County High School.
Normally the inside, but I guess this year from my bedroom. Same thing.
Yeah, really, that we could spend the whole halftime talking about how weird
Yes.
this has to be.
Yes, but it's getting more normal by the day. We go back to school officially on October the 12th, technically September the 28th. That's when we are allowed to go in school. It is completely up to us, so we'll see how many kids actually go. But all of our sports are completely open, not exactly to the public, but they are happening. Athletes have done a really good job at giving out their tickets, and the school has been really lenient when it comes to allowing people to figure it out how we can come in. They're still trying to keep it under the quota or whatever you want to call it, but the school has been really good about trying to get us in here. So
Well, again, we're all learning on the fly in a whole new world of strange everywhere we go. But again, high school sports, at least as of this point in time right now, we're still playing football and soccer and
right.
and cross country and golf and
Yes.
I probably missed one, volleyball.
The whole 9
I'm going to
yards.
stop before but at least that's still going on. And I know being out of school as a senior, my senior year was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Because the people I had grown up with, I was spending a lot of time with, we were all mostly old enough to drive.
Right.
Life was opening up. We were
Right.
having fun. And now all of a sudden I become a hermit.
Yes. Everything closes by 8:30. All of the after football game things are closed. Steak and Shake no longer exists. So Waffle King is about the only thing that we've got going for us, but that's okay. They're very nice there if you need an after the game meal. But yeah, it's hard to figure out, but there's still several of us here. Like I said, the school is trying to figure out how they can keep us safe but also keep us here. So we'll see how they end up trying to do that with school too. But right now, we're content with it. It took a little bit, but they're trying to make it the best for
We'll
us.
just send them to Buffalo Wings and Rings.
Exactly, yes.
Right. Again, you got anything that you really want to talk about?
Well, like I said, our sports are in person now. Most of our sports teams have been kicking butt. Our volleyball team completely down, Somerset Christian. Somerset Christian is now in the KHSAA conference.
Yes.
So they are a great team, but our team apparently was greater that night. So we beat them in 3 straight sets. And we also beat Russell County, which is in our district, I believe, which was a really big win for us. Also, our boys team just beat Southwestern 6-0, which is huge. Like, that hasn't happened in a really long time. So that was a really big win. They lost to Somerset by 1, but that was a really great game. And also another game where students were really big in attendance, which was awesome. Our girls soccer plays Somerset this Saturday, tomorrow morning actually, and they tied Southwestern, and because of COVID and district rules, they did not keep going.
Do penalty or the shootout.
It is only in district play.
I found that out. My daughter was at the game, and she explained to me that it was tied. I said, well, who won? Because I figured they went to the overtime penalty, whatever. They're not penalty kicks, extra kicks, whatever.
Right.
And she said, no, they didn't do it. So anyway,
I was lost.
We'll settle that one later.
Yeah, they play again, I think, here in like the next week or two, so that'll be interesting to watch. We play Wayne County next week in addition to Somerset. The one thing that has come good out of COVID is the fact that we are playing all of our crosstown rivalry games early to make sure that they get in, which is really great for the students that are trying to watch, because those are obviously the games that everybody cares about the most. So Southwestern in a few weeks for football is going to be really big. We got Wayne County on November the 3rd. Just the big games are what we're looking forward to. Gives people some hope.
Again, you're our emissary. You're our eyes and ears here, and it's really interesting to get your feedback about just how people your age feel about all that's going. I give everybody the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
They have hopefully what they think is the best interest of the young men and women at heart. But to have this part of your life sort of severed, is going to be, you're just going to have to treasure what memories you have.
Of course,
lot.
Yes. It is difficult, but also there are people working really hard here to make sure that things are going to go smoothly. Miss Braun, the choir teacher, she's my choir teacher. We're actually in the middle of filming our first virtual song, and she does a virtual showcase every week to let people sing. Is
this like Zoom?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, pretty much.
Okay.
In YouTube videos, but it works. Our cross-country team, they still get to practice. You'll see them running on the side of the road. And most of us were making a lot of money. A lot of us have the time to work now, so that's a plus. We're making money for next year. So that's a plus in all of this. So there's a fine line between being depressed and making the most out of it, and I think that that's what most people are trying to do at this point.
This is a Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West halftime show presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships, and she's Madeline, I'm Mike. We're getting ready to get Dwayne on and do some stats, but it's 22-15 here at halftime. Wayne County leading Pulaski County. Next week we go to South Laurel.
Yes.
If you're at South Laurel, please join us in the booth.
Yes, I will try very hard.
We will look forward. Again, no obligation, but if you can, come join us in the booth. And again, thank you. It is so good. I saw you last night for just a 10-second.
2 seconds, yeah.
and I thought, wow, tomorrow night, hopefully everything will go well. We'll get to talk. And you bring something to this bunch. We appreciate it.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you all, and so does everybody at home now.
you bring vocabulary.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
Lots of enthusiasm.
Lots of enthusiasm.
Thank you.
So I want to thank you for joining us, and again, we'll see you next week.
Yep.
She's Madeline. She's not mad. We just call it 5 mad minutes. But again, I want to thank her for sitting in. All right, I'm Mike Kerr. He's Dwayne Clark. It's halftime. Dwayne?
Yes, sir.
Before you give them some numbers, I'm still waiting to see.
You got something to read?
Well, I've got a halftime score, 12-8, Knox Central over Southwestern.
Kind of surprising.
So we do have that halftime score. I'm still waiting. We will get a winner on the gift card sometime, and we will make sure we get that out there. But how about you?
I'm going to give a scoring recap. We haven't done that
Why
yet.
don't you do that, please?
Okay. Whitley County struck first with 2 minutes and 13 seconds to go in the first quarter on a 42-yard run by Tanner Gilbert, followed by a kick by Gibbs. 7-0 Whitley County with 2:13 to go. Pulaski answer with 21 seconds to go in the first quarter on a 1-yard run by Tristan Cox, and Logan Corson kick tied it up at 7-7. In the second quarter, Trevor Downs caught a 19-yard touchdown pass for Whitley County with 8:36 to go, and follow that by a 2-point conversion run by Mason Crowley, 15-7 Whitley County at that point. Pulaski answers again with 5:13 to go. 11-yard pass to Barrick Williams, a 2-point run by Caleb Adams, and is tied at 15-15. And with 2:37 to go in the first half, another 1-yard run by Tanner Gilbert, followed by the kick by Gibbs. Whitley County leads at halftime 22-15.
Magic Monograms, conveniently located off Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger. Magic Monograms is a place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and embroidery. Also, Henderson Chiropractic is committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. The Caring Helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need, the result you want. That's Henderson Chiropractic. Dwayne, you got some individual numbers?
I do. For Pulaski County, Barrick Williams on the ground, 3 carries, 19 yards. Tristan Cox, 3 carries, 8 yards, and one of those a 1-yard touchdown run. Donovan Abbott, 7 carries, 28 yards, and Drew Poston, 5 carries for 20 yards. Through the air, Barrick Williams, 6 catches, 79 yards, one of those 11-yard touchdown reception. Antonio Palmer caught his first pass of the year, a 4-yard reception. Jacob Shepard, 2 catches, 22 yards. Donovan Abbott, 2 catches, 27 yards. Tristan Cox also 1 catch for 9, and Caleb Adams 1 catch for 11 yards. Through the air, Drew Poston 13 for 18, 152 yards and 1 touchdown. I'll give you a quick one on Whitley County. Tanner Gilbert 7 carries for 59 yards and 2 touchdowns. And was that Mike Leach? Is that his name? That doesn't sound right. But anyway, he hadn't carried the ball all year. Brian Leach, and in the first half he carried the ball 7 times for 38 yards, and he also had 1 touchdown reception. So out of nowhere comes Brian Leach.
That happens to you sometimes when it's early in the season, partner. Once again, I want to remind everybody that at the conclusion of our game, we'll be selecting an offensive player of the game, the Somerset Community College offensive player of the game, the Modern Systems defender of the game. And our post-game show tonight will be live on Facebook a little bit after the end of the ball game. It's brought to you by the Alton Blakely Family of Dealerships. It is our Alton Blakely Family of Dealerships post-game show, and we invite you to tune in to that. Once again, this game as well as that post-game show will be available for you to watch after tonight. The Alton Blakely Auto Outlet, they got a 2017 GMC Acadia SLT all-wheel drive, leather, navigation, a Bose sound system, and a lifetime powertrain protection. And you would look really good sitting in that. We thank them. Once again, this is Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School football presented by the Don Franklin Family of Dealerships. You're watching the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week here on LakeHermanSports.com. Halftime, Whitley County on top, 22-15 over Pulaski. Dwayne and I are going to get this wrapped up momentarily because Bob Boone is going to rejoin us, but I forgot. We still got 4.5 minutes, partner. They got to put 3 minutes back on the clock, so we're under no rush. First half, your impression. You and Bob saw this bunch last week. I didn't. The difference between what you saw here and last week, little
night and day on the offensive side. They've used a lot of their weapons, and they've opened up the offense. Poston looks a lot more comfortable. He's had time to throw the ball. Although Whitley County bring some late blitzes to put pressure on Poston, but he's had 6 different receivers catch the ball tonight.
I'm going to chime in just momentarily.
Yes.
I know that, but it made me think of something. Prior to the game, I also talked to head coach Jeff Irwin of Whitley County, and he said something about, it's like our first 2 games were scrimmages. There were no scrimmage games to start this football season.
Exactly.
And now all of a sudden you're seeing all these pieces come together, and you are, especially for the offense. And defensively, not as good of an effort maybe we've seen, but I think a much better quality opponent or a much a better offensive unit, and Whitley County is starting to put all their pieces together too. But I thought about that as you were talking. But yes, night and day between the this has been an exciting, good football game.
They're pretty evenly matched teams on both sides of the ball. Seems like Pulaski. It may come down to who has the ball the last possession of this game.
It could. This has got that feel to it. I've got one. Our partner Paul Wright may be listening. If he is, set the Wayback Machine partner for East Jessamine a few years ago. We were in a press box one night, and it became a running issue with someone that a guy's name was Mulkey, not Mulcahy. Well, tonight we have had information sent to us from several places that the quarterback from Whitley County's name is Petrie, not Petrie. So for all you all, this is a great big apology from all of us. From this point forward, he will be known as Petrie. They even enunciated it for me in the text message that I was sent. So we're going to get that one straightened out. Now we'll go back to serious football. Again, Dwayne, I think you and Bob hit the nail on the head right there. This one has all the makings of us being around here at the end going, oh, my, and somebody making a play. I thought Poston threw the ball well.
He did.
I thought his receivers did a good job of catching the football. Again, Cox is out there. I see the helmet is with him. He took a shot to the shoulder near the end of the half. It'll be anxious to see if he's good to go. Other than that, I didn't see anybody sitting on the sidelines look like they were any kind of distressed. And as sure as I say that, no, Katie has left the sidelines. I thought she was getting ready to do work on one of the players. But anyway, Bob's back with us, and we're, a couple minutes away from getting this started, unless they decide they're in a hurry and want to speed things up. 1 minute.
One thing I'd like to note, at halftime last week, the offensive numbers for Pulaski, they had 1 net yard. One. Tonight, they have 227. It's more of a Pulaski County number on offense. Whitley County has 258. That's the evenly matched thing. And there's been 77 plays running of offensive plays in that first half.
Well, you talked about evenly matched, and that's one of the things you're seeing. Nobody has a player that's really jumped out at you.
You're right.
Neither side. Whitley County's used a lot of weapons. Pulaski County's using a lot of weapons. And right now it's going to be up to the defenses to try and solve, how to stop the opponent's offense. Little update from across town. Southwestern has taken the lead over Knox Central. Is it 16-12? Is that right?
I hadn't seen it, but we'll go with it. Southwestern has 2 big wins already to their credit this year, and both of those have come in pretty exciting fashion. So dare I say that one might go down to the wire the way their games have been played so far. Haven't got a score on the Somerset game yet. They are a long way from home tonight over in Russellville. And Pulaski is deployed. Whitley County is on the sidelines waiting. Bob, do I see a Whitley County player down about the 12, 13-yard line being stretched out? It looks like that doesn't look like anything bad, just getting you ready for the second half.
I had a thought you were going with that, Mike. It may come down to who has the best conditioning, too, in this game because, as you mentioned, it's still early in the year.
It is, and again, Bob made a great point about the week 3 thing. You not only didn't have scrimmage games, you had a shortened version of what you would call practice time.
Exactly.
And no summer football. You think back, and Usually these kids have had a lot more snaps than they have right now.
And while it is a little bit cool, you said there's a lot of humidity in the air. Shepard and Adams back deep. They're going to kick the ball to Shepard. Of course, the last time he attempted to turn one, fumbled it. He fields that one at the 15 across the 20-25, looking for some room, going up the far right side, and gets out close to the, well, somewhere near the 27, 28-yard line. Is going to be tripped up there. So ran a long way for not a whole lot of net yards.
And just to answer your question, the kicker comes back out and gets his own kicking block, or tee, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, that's not fair.
No, man. I mean, somebody that made the trip over here's job should be.
Freshman of one of the freshmen.
You got one of the guys.
Get a dog, man.
No, one of the. Okay, here's Bob.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. That is going to be Donovan Abbott in the backfield with his quarterback, Drew Polston. Hands it to Abbott. He makes a man miss in the backfield and gets out across the 30-yard line. Going to pick up about 4. So a nifty little first down play right there. Good positive yardage. Work with that.
Yeah, again,
4 yards on first down should be a minimum goal.
Well, again, and that makes the linebackers be a lot more honest when you run some of that stuff.
Donovan Abbott doesn't shy away from contact.
No,
he doesn't.
He used to drive a demolition derby car, I think.
Talking about the difference between last week and this week, that kid has had a really good football game. Polston takes the snap, rolls out to his right, hits Williams in the flat. Williams gets across the first down marker, and he's going to be driven out of bounds. Put him into 38, so
Turner Realty Group first
down. It's going to be close.
I'm giving it to him.
I think they already moved the chains, yes.
I mean, it was,
I had trouble getting the football to the umpire.
I had such a great view, Bob. It's 150 yards from me in front of their bench. I had no idea he had it.
And our producer, Pat Harris, Johnny on the Spot, has told me that Boise State has a tee-fetching dog. Boston all alone in the backfield.
Really?
Quick pass out here on the left. Gets it to Gibson, and Gibson decides he's not going down without a fight and bowls his way across the 45 to the 47.
That's another tight end split out, really, where a wide receiver would line up. Now they'll put him at tight end on this play. But you love that on first down.
Indeed. 5'9", 172-pound junior tight end. Not your prototypical tight end, but he just showed why he plays that position. You always think of them as tough guys. He showed why there. 3 receivers right. 1 man in the backfield to Polston's right. Fake it to him. That was Abbott. Now rolling out. Has a man downfield. Gibson. And nice catch across the middle at the right hash mark.
Williams.
That was Merrick Williams.
That's Williams. That's about 8 catches for old number 8, isn't it?
And that's the 3rd one across the middle like that.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to go in there and take a lick.
And another Turner Realty Group first down.
You are right, Mike. That is 8.
44-yard line of Whitley County. Maroons, early makings of a drive here. Polston, quick step, hits a man on the quick slant, down to the 40, maybe the 39-yard line forward progress with the catch. That's Chandler Godby.
I like this, though. Everything is getting out of his hand in a hurry.
Much,
and
yes.
What that does to defensive linemen is just discourage the pass rush. You know, if you're never getting there, it's pretty easy to start taking some off every now and then.
Gain of 5, 2nd down and 5, and we're going to have to give some kudos to that offensive line.
They have done a good job.
They really have. Polston takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Abbott, now swings it over here to Williams, who catches it on a screen, and tough sledding there as he's met by 4 guys wearing black helmets. That is, Gilbert, one of them there, along with Ty Hamlin.
Still got it to 3rd and short, though, Bob.
Did.
You love that. I mean,
a lot of options right here.
Yes,
and this
indeed.
is 4-down territory if you're Pulaski County. Polston's going to take the snap, roll out to his right, has a man, makes the catch. That is Gibson, and Gibson gets the first down as he catches the ball just across the line of scrimmage and runs forward to about the 30, make it to 29 of Whitley County.
Simple little route. The tight end's just flaring out as the quarterback rolls that direction, but the pitch was a little bit high, and Gibson made a heck of a catch.
Another Turner Realty Group first down, and Mike, the thing about that is Polston has the option. He can take off and run. Didn't have to there. First down for the Maroons. Polston takes the snap again. Good footwork now. Gets chased out of the pocket. Got a man wide open. A nobody in the county. is near Barrick Williams. Touchdown.
Dwayne was as close to Barrick Williams as anybody on the field.
I mean, he caught that ball inside the numbers, inside the 10, and there was nobody nobody near the hash mark.
Blew through the Rick Barker red zone on the way to a Citizens National Bank touchdown. But let me say this. We talked earlier about they play some of this combo coverage stuff. Somebody blew one right there.
Yeah, that is strictly a blown coverage. And a good job by Polston to buy himself some time to give him the opportunity to see Williams wide open downfield. So extra point attempt by Corson is up through the uprights and good. So Pulaski County has evened things up, 22 apiece, 8:30 to go in this third period of play, and we got ourselves a good one.
Again, that's Citizens National Bank touchdown, and the drive was just da-da-da-da-da-da-da. There wasn't a misfire in that drive. That was just that was good stuff, and that looked like some of the Pulaski offense we've seen in the past, Dwayne. You and I have watched a whole lot of this. 4 or 5 different receivers caught the football, and they scattered it around, mixed in a couple runs, and now it's time for the defense to decide that, all right, we're in a fight.
I had a couple people ask me prior to the game what I thought, and I said, one, I don't make predictions, but I said you're going to see a much improved Pulaski County football team. Not really going on anything, but I just felt like the coaches really focused in, made some changes. They got the buy-in from these players, and look what's happening. This is the Maroon football team, as you said, people are used to seeing.
You got to love it. Huff's playing a little air guitar out there on the kick team. If you saw him, he's ready to go. He's begging them to kick it. I love it, high school football.
Stealing, one of the man back. He's going to take the bouncing ball, bounces off his chest at the 8. Still doesn't have it, and then tries to pick it up, goes nowhere, and he's going to be dropped right there at the 20. Good coverage by Caleb Adams, yes.
Well, that's twice that the ball has jumped up and grabbed Steely by the face mask.
If you don't have the opportunity, don't have a kicker that, in high school it's tough to get that ball down inside the 10-yard line or so. That's a great strategy right there. Kick it low, hard, and it just makes all kinds of funny bounces.
And keep it inside the white lines, and it may hit something. You know? Well, Whitley has their first opportunity of the second half. Let's see what changes they may have made or Pulaski may have made on defense.
Caden Petrie in at quarterback. Gilbert, to his left. He gets the handoff, bounces it out to the right, gets to the 23.
He's out of bounds.
Steps out of bounds at the 24.
Cherry took him out, knocked his feet out. You're right. He looks more like going away from me. That's like tackling a bowling ball.
It is. And he's got those old-fashioned square shoulder pads.
He does, the big shoulder pads and the big legs. That's
got them Earl Campbell shoulder pads.
Get this.
Earl was known for his thighs, but he'd hit you with them shoulders as he run over you, and thank you for it. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Again, it's Gilbert in the backfield. He gets the handoff, looking left, and he's going to be hit at the line of scrimmage, driven back. He's going to lose a yard.
Die was at the bottom.
Late flag.
Now you're going to get a late flag.
Ugh.
If that's against Pulaski County, that's almost unforgivable. You've just put a team in long yardage. You're getting ready to get the football back, and now you may be about to get a cheap one.
Yeah, and I'm not sure. And it's against Pulaski County. I'm not sure what it was. I didn't see anything up here, but we're a long way away, and maybe something was said.
Dead ball.
Yeah.
Personal foul.
That means it happened after the play.
Yeah, so it's going to be 15 yards and an automatic first down.
And I see the official followed the player to the sideline, so I don't have to guess who they called it on. I won't single him out, but that's going to be hard in the film room because you're about to get the ball back.
Yeah. So, Pulaski County had them in a precarious position, and they let them out of that hole. Got to bow your backs. 3-man front for the Maroons. Man in motion for Whitley is Estes. They're going to get it out to him on the left side on the swing pass. He's going to be hit, dropped in the backfield, fall forward for about a yard.
There's that man again. That's Adams. He's
had himself a big night.
He's had a lot of fun on both sides of the football.
Jericho Dixon out there giving chase as well. So One of the things Johnny Hines talked about last week was pursuit. They had to improve on that. They did last week, and that was good pursuit there.
Bob, your car horn.
Somebody's, might be mine. I can have it. Petrie takes the snap, looking to his left, quickly gets rid of the ball, and was it picked?
No, it came out. That's Adams again.
Oh, my goodness, what a jump. He got on that pass.
He got a pick six last week.
And I can tell you this much. Caden Petrie didn't watch the film last week when Adams took that one
Similar
to the house.
route, wasn't it?
Yes.
Well, you got him in 3rd and long again.
Yep.
That's the good news.
Check Mason Crowley lined up in the slot here. You got 3 receivers.
And
inside slot is Estes.
I love it. There's still 18 seconds on the play clock.
Yep. Petrie has a man in the backfield. That's Gilbert. Takes the snap. Drops back. Looking. Plenty of time. Now he's going to try and take off, and he's going to be met in the backfield. Breaks away from one would-be tackler, but not the second.
Aiden Wesley.
Okay.
Aiden Wesley put the hammer at the end of that one. My quarterback was a ping-pong ball in that one, but Aiden Wesley, Petrie was trying to make something out of it, and he finally set the foot solidly in the ground, and Wesley delivered a blow. All right, Bob.
4th and 7.
You gambling here, or you going to punt the football and see if this offense is going to slow down a little bit?
If I'm Jeff Irwin, I might think about gambling here simply because Pulaski County's defense just got to stop twice, really.
Yep.
First punt formation for Whitley.
Adams back deep. He's set up at the 30. High snap, and now taking off and running with it. That's
what
Crowley,
you needed.
And, he didn't have any choice. I don't know if that was intended or as a result of the high snap.
I don't think he had anything he could do with it, but for Pulaski County,
big time.
Levi Belcher, 40 used to be 50.
40's the new 50?
Yeah, well, 40's the new 50 in this lineup.
Yeah.
But anyway, great job by Belcher, and Pulaski's got a short field and a chance to really make a statement here after trailing by 7 at halftime. You've come out and tied it up with 6+ to go. And
by the way,
Adams going to check in on offense.
Yeah. By the way, that 40, the new 50, and 50, the new 40, that's working out pretty well.
It has so far, yes.
22-22, 6:15 to go in this 3rd period of play. Maroons in Whitley County territory. Polston takes a snap, has a man wide open, caught at the 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Antonio Palmer.
Lay the football down, gentlemen, and get to the line and celebrate this one on the sidelines. Again, another coverage. Somebody on the Pulaski sidelines.
Was that Palmer or is that Godby?
That's Palmer. Yeah.
Thank you.
The only way I can tell the difference is their numbers are 15 and 16, but one of them's about a foot taller than the other one. That's Godby running down the sideline.
Well, that was the thing. I saw Godby celebrating.
He's
just celebrating his teammate's touchdown and
a Citizens National Bank touchdown as it went through the Rick Barker red zone on the way.
It did. So 28-22, 6-point advantage for the Maroons. Extra point is up, and extra point is good by Logan Corson.
Technically, Bob, I guess that was a Turner Realtor Group first down at some point in time in that play. It went to the house, right?
You get one for it, so all kinds of stuff happening there.
How about that?
Good job, my man, keeping up with it.
Well, after the first half, I've got to improve. I mean, you couldn't.
You are working with a novice here.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, this quick care at Med Park West Walk-In Clinic High School football presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Tonight, the Buffalo Wings and Rings video game of the week. Brought to you
one of two.
One of two, yes. 1 and 1A here on LakeCumberlandSports.com, and we invite you at the conclusion of this game over on Facebook a little later. We will have the Alton Blakely family of dealerships post-game show. All that to come, plus Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game, the Modern Systems Defender of the Game. Here's Bob.
Hamlin back deep. He's moved over to the right side, so he's going to get an opportunity. If that ball stays in bounds, it doesn't as the flag flies in the air.
Yeah, that's the problem. And, again, they're going to give him the ball to 35. That's not horrible. But you lose the opportunity for that to hit somebody in a face mask or bounce off of somebody. All right, Pulaski's offense for the first 2 series of this half looked really good.
Indeed.
The defense, other than the
Penalty.
dead ball personal foul penalty, looked really good on that first series. So let's see, can they continue?
Petrie going to line up in the backfield with Tanner Gilbert to his right. Takes the snap, 3-step drop, hits Gilbert out here on the flat on this near side, makes one man miss, across the 40-45 and down to the 48-yard line. So a nice gain there and a first down for Whitley County. So Colonels aren't going anywhere.
Oh, no, they're not going away. This is a good, this is a football team. This is a district game for them, too, and they've led the whole way just till Pulaski's last score. And they're looking to tie it up right here.
2 receivers left, 2 to the right. One of them a wing over on this right side. Give the ball to Gilbert, looking up the middle. Waits on his blocking
Missile.
to take shape, and it never does. One of them up in there for the Maroons is Hayden Wesley. We've called his
And
name
Cody
a couple of
Nichols
times.
running downhill from
Yep.
the safety. Wow.
Well, John Hines, boy, nice spot.
Really? He must have gotten further downfield than I thought.
He ain't that tall. He's a big boy, but, 5'10". He marked that like he was 6'5". Petrie takes the snap, hands off to the second man through. That is Leach, and Leach just runs into a pile. And
Yeah, but good running. Leach kept the legs moving. Almost got the first down.
pile. They're going to spot it out to across the 45 down to the 44 of Pulaski County. So 3rd down and 2 here. A lot of options if you're Whitley County.
Well said. You can look over the top right here.
Leach in the backfield with Petrie. Takes the snap. Fakes it to Leach. Instead throws the ball to his tight end, Trevor Downs, and it goes right through his hands.
The road to Jericho right there. Dixon with the hit, and the ball came free. Well, now it is an important 4th down.
Indeed. Checking out is Jackson Estes. Into the ball game is Aaron Steely for the Colonels. Leach is going to stay in the ball game in the backfield. Looks like they're going to have 2 in the back there, Steely and Leach. 2 receivers to the left, 1 wide to the right. Petrie takes the snap. He's going to run the option, and down the line of scrimmage, he's in trouble. Pulaski County, boy, what a fight for the 1st down. It all depends on the spot.
Yes, that's close.
I'm not sure he got it.
I don't think he got it from this angle, but
I don't know the official name of that play, but it's an option play where the pitch man is actually in front, and it would be a forward pass.
Yep, if you throw the ball, as you said, and
he's short.
He's
short.
Well, if he's short, it's maroon football.
It is. Pulaski County celebrating. And
well, I thought they were going to measure this, and I was getting ready to say, you can see the down marker from where you're standing. It's like right beside you, but great defensive stop for Pulaski. Now, can this offense put drive to drive to drive together?
29-22 your score on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. 4:26 to go in this 3rd period of play. And Pulaski County.
Well, we've talked about this for years, about Pulaski's offense. If it's going well, it'll wear a defense out. If it's going poorly, it'll kill their own defense. Now you've had Whitley's defense has been on the field for the whole 3rd quarter, basically.
Indeed, they have.
And now they're facing a situation where they've got an offense running downhill at them.
Well, this is tradition here on autumn nights. The fog begins to roll in. In Pulaski County, we got all kinds of movement. No flags. As Poston rolls to his left, tries to get it out to, is that Adams coming across there?
It is.
And throw was low. He threw that so nobody else could get to it if Adams couldn't. So
the Maroon Lagoon is located, that's what they call the soccer field, just below us down here. And this time of year, we get a little bit of, what do they call that, the marine layer.
Is that what it's called?
No, I think that's what they call it in San Francisco. I was being silly, as usual.
Just fog. Could be, though, smoke from the fireworks. It
Could be.
Just be the air's heavy. It's kept it down here a little bit. Polston takes the snap, fakes the handoff, has to get rid of it, does, throws it back to Barrick Williams. Williams out across the 45 and 50, and he's going to pick up some big-time yardage, make it 3rd down and short, and a nice scramble right there by Polston to get out of the sack situation.
He got tattooed at the end of that, too.
He did, but he stood in there, hung in there like a trooper.
Williams likes to go north and south with the football when he gets it, too.
He does, and Williams lined up in the backfield to Polston's left. He'll take the pitch, run to the left. He's got room, he's going to get the first down. Looked like he had a lot of real estate and does pick up the first down. So
that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and now is he slow to get up?
He is.
He is.
Yep, that's not good. Gibson was out in front of him, got the block that he needed, but we're not going to speculate. That's not what we do, but it will remind you that we will have a offensive player of the game brought to you at the end of this game. Brought to you by Somerset Community College. If you want a great career, Somerset Community College career and technical programs can help. Or if you want a bachelor's degree but not massive college debt, just start at SCC and transfer to the new University Center of Southern Kentucky, located right here in Somerset, and save thousands. Sign up now on campus or visit online at somerset.kctcs.edu. Don't delay, enroll today, and I am happy to report that Barrick Williams just ran off the field under his own power.
He's got a cramp. They're going to work on that a little bit, loosen up that calf muscle if they can. We talked about the humidity, so 3 receivers to the right, 1 split down here to the left, 1 man in the backfield. That's Abbott. He's going to take the fake handoff, throw a nice block for Polston, but he's in trouble and going to get knocked out of bounds. Going to lose a yard.
Yeah, again, not forcing anything, though. He threw a couple picks last week, and right now you look at the field and you say, worst case, we punt. Next to worst case, it's 4-down territory, and I've still got 2 more or 3 shots at getting it 10 yards. So.
Well, that's what I was going to say, Mike. I mean, if he throws at you, potentially get it intercepted.
Yep.
You don't have a chance to pick up a first down or move the ball. So
right.
2nd and 11. Polston takes the snap, rolls out to his right, has a man in the flat. That is Adams, who catches the ball across the 45.
You got to go. Yeah,
flag.
That'll bring 15 to the house.
So that's going to be an automatic first down.
And, again, Adams kept churning the legs, and the defender, they were good 3-4 steps out of bounds before he fell. And that's just, again, I said about the Pulaski penalty earlier on 3rd down. That's just dumb.
Well, I know what Jeff Irwin's saying. They've got these rubber mats at Pulaski.
And he slipped on it.
Yep, I'm not a big fan of it.
I'm not either, but, again, they were there when the game started.
Yep. And good move there by Adams to not try to retaliate.
Come out of the bench in a hurry.
Yeah, Pulaski. Yeah, well, you're on the wrong side.
Exactly. That's a Turner Realty Group first down.
Indeed it is. 28-yard line of Whitley County. Maroons moving again. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. And now we've got a flag. Did somebody on the line of scrimmage move?
Kane went in motion.
But he didn't do anything wrong. He just went in motion and went backwards.
I didn't see anything that he did.
I didn't either.
This could be. They're going to the bench. There may have been something said to the side judge. Pulaski's in retreat. Officials are talking to the Whitley County bench. The hands up.
Could be a sideline warning.
Yeah, that could be the call of the night. Dead ball.
Dead ball.
Sideline warning. Good call, Bob. Next to that offsetting personal fouls earlier, that's an important.
That's the second dumbest call in football. Either he said something or he didn't.
Well, the official over there said get back, and he said, I don't like you, and that's what happened.
2 receivers left, tight end on the right. Cox in the backfield. He takes the handoff. No, that's Abbott. I'm sorry. Cox was the tight end. Abbott gets across the line of scrimmage down to about the 23-yard line, so he's going to gain 5.
Feed him. Make that defense.
How many yards? What's Abbott's stats for tonight, Dwayne?
9 carries, 37 yards.
Again, Pulaski doesn't need to rush for 200 yards.
No.
But they've got to have 100 yards rushing spread out among everybody for this offense to look good.
They had, 95 at the half?
Yeah, 87 at the
87 at the half.
Right now.
Okay. Oh, okay. Snap. Fakes the handoff to Abbott. Polston sprinting to his left, running, looking. Has a man, but did he get it to him?
No.
No, they're going to say he slid out of bounds, and wow.
Nice catch.
That was a really nice catch by Chandler Godby, but I'm going to say when he gathered it in, he was already out of bounds in the end zone. I tell you, Polston doing a good job. He looks like he's running for his life when I just think he's running harder to buy enough time to get the ball downfield.
And I think he has a gear that you only see every now and then.
Yeah.
He's under control as he rolls.
So
all right, third and important, third down.
It is 3rd down and 5. Again, 4-down territory, I am sure. Ball at the 23 of Whitley County. 5 men up on the line of scrimmage for the Colonels. Polston takes the snap. Here comes a blitz in the middle. Polston has to get rid of it in a hurry because coming free from the inside, that was Brian Leach.
All that formation was to the right. You only had the tight end Cox on this side. You were trying to get Cox on a go and get the ball to the back, I guess behind or in front of the coverage, whichever way you want to look at it. And Whitley had that one smelled out.
Indeed they did. Leach played a pretty good game defensively tonight.
Yeah.
So Pulaski County now trying to get the offense set the way they want it. Twin receivers to the left.
And they've still got 15 seconds to get them set. So
Polston takes the snap, rolls to his left, tries to get a man across the field, and that's Tristan Cox for a first down. He's going to get it inside the 15. So put them inside the Rick Barker red zone. Another Turner Realty Group first down for the Maroons. And well, they got to say that a few times last week.
Hey,
it's fun to say it tonight.
Don't you love to see a man the size of Cox? That's a hands catch.
Yes,
that ball's out in front of him.
Indeed.
Both hands on the football, stuck it in the gut and said, okay, we got what we wanted. Let's go.
I'll root for him as a Boilermaker, except on one Saturday a year.
Well, he'll give you that one.
Polston, empty backfield, takes the snap, 2-step drop, has a man over in the left. That's Abbott. He makes catch, makes a man miss at the 11, and barrels his way down inside the 5. Nice catch and run.
He's close to the first down.
By Donovan Abbott. That was just a sophomore, ladies and gentlemen, and they list him at 6 foot. He sure looks taller than that, but I guess the fact that Polston is what? Well, they say Polston's 6 foot too, but
yeah, he is.
Okay.
Bob, it's second and not much.
Okay.
No, it's first and goal.
Okay, first and goal. Another Turner Realty Group first down.
I thought so.
This time Abbott in the pistol formation, lines up behind Polston, takes the snap on the – no, what a fake, and just waltzing into the end zone, untouched, Drew Polston.
With a Citizens National Bank touchdown, third of the quarter by Pulaski County. They do have a gun or a cannon or something.
So that's 3 scores in a row by this Pulaski County offense, right?
Yes. Since halftime, they've come out, and it's looked pretty good.
35-22 is your score. Extra point to come. That is Logan Corson. Adams, the holder, gets it down. Kick is up, and Corson's gotten stronger as the game goes on. He's like a starting pitcher who just starts mowing them down. You know, he was getting them just, out the back of the goalpost. Now they're going up towards that field house up there. So 36-22, 14-point Pulaski County lead. This is Quick Care Walk-In Clinics High School Football presented by Don Franklin, family of dealerships right here in Somerset.
I want to thank Brad Carroll and all the staff at CC's Furniture. They're proud supporters of all local football teams. In our Lake Cumberland area, it is our hope here at CC's Furniture that all the coaches and all the student athletes have a successful and injury-free season. Come visit us at CC's Furniture, where we will be glad to help you with all your home furnishing needs. Go teams and welcome CC Furniture. We appreciate having you guys on board, and you're officially one of us now.
Yeah, good to have you. Crosstown 22-20, Southwestern still on top, but it's in the fourth quarter. It is a good one. The kick by Shepard goes between both of the deep men and is going to be picked up at the 6-yard line. Hesitates a little. That is Hamlin, and he is in trouble.
Oh, my. That's Sullivan.
Yeah.
Oh.
That hurts.
Oh, Sullivan, what a hit.
Yeah,
that's got Hammer Award written all over it, if you know what I'm talking about. Pulaski they've got an ugly sledgehammer, and it gets passed around, and when you get what they call the hammer, I think Sullivan just made and again, that'll give us a chance to offer our prayers for his dad, Sully.
His dad, Scott Sullivan.
Yep. He
outstanding athlete at Somerset.
taught my daughter in middle school math. An outstanding gentleman, and he's fighting one of the fights.
Pulaski County comes with some pressure, and they're going to hit Gilbert in the backfield and wrap him up on the tackle for
Adams.
Pulaski County. Adams.
From the safety position, though. What? Pulaski.
No, I'm sorry, that was Huff.
Yeah, it was Huff. Okay, that makes more sense.
Adams is playing the corner out there on that top side.
Yeah, he is. He's on the top side corner.
2nd down and 11. 1 yard loss on the play. Now we got another flag, and it appears we're going to have procedure.
Yep.
I'm sorry. False start.
False start.
There was a day that was called illegal procedure.
Think about this, too. There was a great old song called Backfield in Motion.
Oh, yeah.
You'd have never had it.
No.
Because there ain't no backfield in motion no more.
So 5 yards marked off on the penalty. So that's going to put it inside. Well, right on the 5 yard line.
Where else are you going to get that?
Backfield in motion. Petrie takes the snap. Little screen set up to his right. And Pulaski County has sniffed it out, and the Maroons are beginning to hunt in packs.
Yeah, they are. The Wolf Pack. That was Michael Kraft. But the first man there was Jericho Dixon. The road to Jericho was closed that time. As now
Jericho.
Whitley finds himself in a tough situation. What'd I do?
Nothing. Whitley whines. It's all right. I do it all the time. 3rd down and long. Make it fit. Make it 16. Petrie with a snap, drops back, and now he's under pressure under his own end zone. Gets out and just tries to get it out to his intended receiver. That is number 15, Grayson Estes.
Hopefully this is just a cramp over here on the sidelines. Let's hope, as Aiden Wesley is down. That time, again, you had Huff came off the receiver and put pressure on the quarter as he rolled, and Petrie just threw that into a spot of grass.
That's one thing that's changed in the second half. They've increased the pressure on Petrie.
Indeed.
Remember the snap to the punter earlier was kind of a wobbler?
And remember the last time Pulaski was to return a punt from this point in the field. And no. He tried to hold him up. No flag.
The punter grabbed him.
Yeah. So that punt does get away. Sorry, I was watching what was taking place in the end zone. Gets all the way out. So a nice punt by Whitley County to get the ball out to the 39-yard line. Is that Hamlin, the punter? I didn't even get the number.
It may be Crowley.
Crowley, you're right. Thank you.
Once again, Pulaski County, you saw those kickers, they're tricky. You don't run into him, but if you get in the neighborhood of him, that off arm, he'll reach out and
They have acting class.
Oh, I guess they do.
Kickers and punters can be
different
breed.
And they wear funny shoes sometimes.
They do.
But Pulaski, this is a huge possession.
Trips right. Bolston in the backfield. He's got Abbott to his right. Fakes the handoff to him. Now rolls out under some pressure. Gets away from it. Does a nice job not crossing the line of scrimmage. Finds a wide open man at the 10-yard line, and that's Gibson this time.
And Brayson Brown, you are going to get a standing ovation in film study Sunday. Did you see the pullback block? And that's got Poston sprung him wide open. And another over-the-top touchdown, a Citizens National Bank touchdown, passing through the Rick Barker red zone on a Turner Realty Group first down.
Well, was that Gibson?
That was Godby.
It was Godby. I'm sorry.
And the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard, 42-22 Pulaski. That's 4 scores in this quarter, right?
If they throw one of them over here towards our side, I'd see them a little better. They keep going to that far right corner. Corson. Kick is up and good.
43-22. Just to set the Wayback Machine, it was 22-15 Whitley at halftime. And we've still got 26 ticks left
in the third
period. Pulaski's offense in the third quarter of this game has been really, really good.
Can you
smell that?
You feel
what is that?
That's the smell of gunpowder.
A smell of gunpowder.
I love the smell of gunpowder on a Friday night at the football field.
Southwestern is up 22-20 starting the fourth quarter. Thank you for that, guys. Somerset 34-0 over Russellville at the half. Thanks, Robert. That one does not surprise me. I said it might be a short night, a long bus ride for a short night.
Now, Russellville, that's west.
It is west. It's yeah, it is.
Way west.
West, yeah.
Shepherd. Again, another squib kick. It's going to be fielded at the 32-yard line, picked up and run out across 35 out to the 40. That is, I believe, Caden. Was that Caden Rose? It was, freshman linebacker and running back for this Whitley County team. So he gives the Colonels decent field position, and Coach Johnny Hines, he's not worried about the field position because his defense playing some pretty good ball here in this third period.
That was the new number 50, Leighton Abbott, on the tackle.
Poston's 26 for 34, 332 yards.
How many touchdowns?
That would be 4, I
Pretty
believe.
good night coming
And
off.
who's caught the 4?
That would be Palmer, Godby,
Williams.
and 2 to Williams.
Yep.
Okay. Big night.
Share the love.
A little different than last week.
Pulaski showing a 4-man front. Here comes a blitz from the outside. Petrie gets rid of it, but throws it into double coverage. And
Evan Cherry, as a cornerback, my son, you were set up to be looking in the backfield. Look at John Hines.
yeah,
You're set up to watch the backfield and let the guy go by you, and you stayed stride for stride with him, and
and got some nice help over the top.
you did. And you got to thank you from your head coach as you come back by the sidelines. That's how it works.
Yeah, a lot of plays in football go unnoticed by guys like me. But coaches and guys like Mike Kerr, they see that stuff.
They don't let them go.
Petrie takes the snap, fakes the handoff, looks across the middle, has a man caught, first down inside the 44-yard line or 45-yard line to the 44.
That's Trevor Downs again, that tight end. Bob, they say 215.
He looks a lot bigger.
He
now,
does
doesn't
that.
he?
Yeah, he does to me. I mean, I'm sorry. Good-looking receiver.
Indeed, he is. He's lined up as a wing back. Snap. Getting out on the far left side in the swing pass. Bobbled, and Adams is there to close rather quickly. That was Jackson Estes on the catch for Whitley County, and he really never had a chance to take off with it because he had to secure the football. As you heard the horn, that's the end of 43-22 on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Post-game show, the defender of the game, will be brought to you by Modern Systems. Since 1979, Modern Systems has been defending communities all across Kentucky, and they're proud to be part of the communities they serve, committing time and sponsorship to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many, many more. Modern Systems, your neighbors and your friends, and they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you, from homes to business to schools and churches. Let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security. Well, 1 quarter left, and Pulaski County has played, Bob, help me with the math, 4, 4, and 3. They've played 11 quarters so far in this season. Their offense put up more yardage in that 1 quarter than the other 10 combined plus. And Whitley's ready to go. I'll hush.
Indeed, they do. 2 receivers to the left. Petrie takes the snap, drops back. Now he's chased out of the pocket, has a man wide open in the flat. That is Leach, and he's going to get across the 35-yard line for a first down.
That's James New, a name we hadn't called tonight, in at linebacker, running the play down. He will come out and bring with him Michael Kraft.
Petrie the snap, drops back, looking to his right, now rolls right. He's in trouble, breaks free from a man across the 30, now running laterally across the field, and he ended up what could have been a big-time play. Adams comes up and just decides to put the kibosh on that one. It is a 5, almost 6-yard gain.
Adams has missiled all over this field tonight. He's been everywhere.
Yes, sir, indeed. He's a senior, ladies and gentlemen. If you're looking for a defensive back that seems to have a nose for the football,
he certainly gets to the football.
Caleb Adams would be your man. Snap, taken by Petrie, hands it off up the middle. That's Leach. He bounces off of one hit and does a little spin move across the 25 down to the 23 for a first down. We got a timeout on the play as we've got an injured, and it's going to be a cramp. So
Cody Nichols with the hit on that one. We called his name a whole lot early in this game. We do have a cramp. That'll remind us. You're listening to Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West High School football, presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros offers a straightforward approach to tire and auto service. It includes nationwide warranties and a hassle-free experience. Did you know Skip Cottrell makes automotive services easy with their online appointment booking as well as special financing? Let Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros get you back to when being on the move was carefree. Skip Cottrell's Tire Pros, hassle-free, guaranteed. To find out more, visit us in store, 4285 South Highway 27 in Somerset, online at skipstirepros.com. Bob?
that was Brian Leach that was the injured, again suffering from cramps. That sudden stop thing, and he picked up the first down, but that sudden stop causes those muscles to clench up just a little bit, and he's going to trot off. That's the second time I think we've seen him have to get that calf muscle stretched out a little bit. He'll go off to the sideline, and that means that Tanner Gilbert will come into the backfield. Two receivers to the left, twin receivers to the right. Gilbert lined up to the right of Petrie. He's going to flare out as the safety valve. Instead, they come back to the left, and that's the first time they have targeted Sam Harp tonight.
Yep.
And he dropped it. Just a little comeback screen type play.
And Christian Slavey, the outside linebacker, played that very well. Instead of that being I'm a wide open screen guy, it was a I've got to catch this and may get hit, and he not a good pitch and catch. Yeah, that's the first time I've heard of Harp's name.
Yep. He's lined up again out here to the left side. He's a big kid, too. 6'3". Petrie, three-step drop to the right. Has Gilbert out in the flat. Gilbert slips, able to keep the hand on the field to still pick up some positive yards, almost, 7.
There's still some serious collisions going on out there.
There are. So third down and short now as the Colonels have moved inside the Rick Barker red zone. Empty set now for the Colonels. Three-step drop, now rolling to his left. Being chased out of the pocket, looking downfield. Has a man but tipped, and what a defensive play. And let me get the number. I think it's 2-0 again.
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Can I make an early nomination?
If you have to guess who it is, just guess with 20.
On this night, if you need a guess, that's a good one.
And can I say I really like the reflective numerals? We've
I do
complained
too.
about jerseys over the years, but those numbers pop. They've
Especially if they get turned exactly with the lighting. It's almost they light up.
It is. I'm digging it.
Yeah, I like those uniforms.
Sorry. That's how old I am.
Digging it.
Trips to the left.
Dude.
We understand. So
I know. I heard you laugh. Petrie now runs out of time, throws one again into the end zone wide open and caught, and that is number 88. So credit to Sam Harp as they finally, after the second attempt to him, he's wide open, and that was a breakdown in coverage there by Pulaski County. So make it 28 points on the board for Whitley County. They still trail by 15 with the extra point here to come.
Well, this one's not over. Those points put everything back in play, and that was a little too easy.
Crowley set the hold for Gibbs, the swinging gate. A lot of people say, why do they do that? Sometimes you get numbers. Left-footed kicker. And that one is a low snap, but handled nicely by Crowley.
Did he get that through?
He did. They signaled good.
Wow. He kicked a ground ball.
He did. Yeah. That ball was like a tee shot of mine. It never got more than 3 inches off the ground from the center to the holder, but Crowley got the snap down, and Gibbs puts it through. 43-29 on your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard with 9:46 to go in this fourth quarter.
Well, I would have bet you money that one didn't go through, so I would have lost money on that one. Not the first time, but. Well, Pulaski's ready to go.
They are.
Whitley, fortunately, is going to take a moment, so we're going to remind you, don't feel great, just can't wait. Well, Quick Care is open late. Just walk in at the clinic in Med Park West, just off Bogle Street behind the hospital. Hours are 9 a.m. to 7 p.m., weekdays 10 to 3 on Saturdays. No appointment is necessary for accidents, ailments, chronic conditions, as well as health services like sports physicals, flu shots, health screenings. They accept most major health insurance plans, and they can bill the insurance companies directly. Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West, our title sponsor, and our big thanks to the good folks at Quick Care.
Well, we've not seen any deep kicks all night long in Pulaski County, preparing for another squib-style kick
Watch
right
for
here.
onside.
Yeah, watch for this one to be a bouncer.
Indeed. Boot to it. Instead, it's the pop-up kick towards this near sideline. Adams picks it up off the ground. That's a Shepard who stays in bounds, tries to go across field, and does pick up a couple extra yards by doing so. Gets it across the 30. He'll set it down right about the 31-yard line. 2, 1, 32. I said I was going to wait to
33.
Oh,
33.
Well,
Add
never
one.
mind. I quit.
Plus one, Bob. Well, he looked like me on the way home. He was staggering around all
He
over.
was. Yeah.
All right. Do you leave this offense in high gear?
Yes.
Absolutely.
You don't try to run the football
No,
here? Well,
Lord,
they're
no.
probably not because they got Williams in the backfield.
Yeah. Yeah. If he runs it, it's going to be on a toss. Well, they're just, how about a reverse? And it's Adams, and
Who'd
he's
they
going
give
to
it?
take it around the right side across the 40, a collision there close to a first down. So Williams took the snap, or the handoff, and then pitched it back on the reverse to Caleb Adams.
Nice job of Shepard out here on the edge getting a block. And, again, you love to see that. He's been a featured receiver tonight, not so much. But, again, he's still knocking people down as part of his offense.
Gonna be a first down?
Is it? No.
No.
Just short.
Short. By a whisker. Caleb Adams shaking up a little bit. He's shaking that hand a little bit over here on the sideline. Need to keep an eye on that. Polston with the nice pitch and catch. That was a high ball. Went up and got it.
The
receiver,
aforementioned
Jake
Shepard.
Shepard.
Final, Bob.
Yes.
Southwestern 22-20. Warriors will move to 3-0 on the season.
Good start for the blue and orange. I thought their band was here earlier tonight.
Well, again, we won't go into the coloration of band uniforms because I've been pretty good tonight.
Twins lift, man in motion. That's Shepard. He makes it 3 over to that left side. Long count. Now, Polston drops the snap, has nothing to do, can't do anything but try to run forward, and he's going to pick up 5 yards out of a busted play.
Yeah, that's applesauce right there.
Little brown sugar.
Yep, that's applesauce.
Yeah. So 2nd down and 5 on a broken play. Let's see.
Well, we saw a ground ball kick for an extra point a minute ago.
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
It's 2020.
You said that in our opening.
I did. Duggar into the ball game. Is that right?
Yes.
Over here on the right
Yes.
side. 2 receivers left. Pitch to Williams in the backfield. He's going nowhere. He's going to lose a yard.
Yeah, that's a pretty good job of the outside linebacker on that side. I'll get a number in just a second. That's Crowley. He blew that play up.
Well, I think that the Whitley County's figured out if Williams is lined up in the backfield, there's a reason he's back there.
Yeah, you
Gonna
think
get the ball.
they're not going to let him run it straight up the gut? Is
No.
that what you got? Okay.
No. Again, it's Williams to the right of Polston this time. Polston comes out, fires the ball out here in the flat.
It's going to be short.
It is Gibson on the reception.
Yeah, going to be 4th and short. Do you go jumbo here and put the big back in and try to, another first down buys you a whole lot of clock time right now.
It does, and Johnny Hines, I don't even think he's hesitating.
He don't even think like that.
No.
He would look up here at me and say, "What are you thinking?"
Williams still in the backfield now. Polston's going to look to the sideline. Do they call a timeout here?
No, he's changing the play.
Yep.
Still got 10
Look
seconds.
with me. Williams now moves over to the right side. Snap, they give it to him, goes left. Now cuts back up the middle, and he did not get it. He didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
No, he didn't.
So good defense there by Whitley County.
Not a clean snap and handoff.
Nope. Well, Whitley County is definitely still in this football game.
And they got a little momentum on their side.
They do.
Football games are like tides. They ebb and they flow, and right now all the flow is going towards the guys with the white shirts.
Pulaski's trying to figure out if they've got 11 guys on defense.
They do.
Yep, they do now. 50 was coming to the sidelines. The old 40, the new 50 was coming to the sidelines, and Abbott went back out there.
Gilbert's going to be in the backfield next to quarterback Petrie. Trip receivers to the right. Petrie now looking to the left. Gets chased out of the pocket. Just airs one up. Targeting his big man. Once again, that was intended for Sam Harp, who caught that last touchdown pass.
I'm not sure what you have to do to get a holding penalty, and it's okay with me because they're not calling it. And
I saw that too,
did you
Mike.
see that?
I did.
That's called dancing in
And
some.
have we had a holding penalty on that?
Not
No.
that I remember, but that's called dancing. I mean, you grab the guy going by you and just turn him around.
Mm-hmm. Whiplash.
Second down and 10.
Snively.
Incomplete pass. Petrie looks to his left. He finds his man Harp, who makes the catch at the 45-yard line of Whitley County. Gain of 4.
Bob's been around long enough. We almost claim him down here, but the name Sam Harp, if you're familiar with football in this part of the state of Kentucky, was up the road about 45 miles at Danville, where
A long time.
yeah, Coach Harp put several of those championship trophies up on the wall.
Good coach, good man. Trip receivers to the right. Petrie, snap, 3-step drop, looking now. He's got all kinds of real estate to the right. He still wants to throw it. Now takes it and gets it across the 50 into Pulaski territory and enough for the first down. He's going to gain 9 yards on the play.
Gets up rather gingerly. Matter of fact, he's
adjusting the back pad.
yeah, getting everything back where it belongs.
Like a spleen, maybe a kidney.
Cox comes out, Dye comes out.
Those hurt if you're a quarterback. Twins each way. Petrie hands the ball off. That is Brian Leach. He's hit just beyond the line of scrimmage and going to be dropped for a short gain. Giving 2 on the play, so it'll be second down and 8. 6 minutes, 45 seconds to go. Clock's running. Both teams still have their full
They do.
amount of timeouts. Okay.
At least that's what I show.
All right. I didn't think we've had one here. Leach stays in the backfield to the right of Petrie. Snap, sails way over the head of the quarterback, Petrie, and all he can do, he doesn't cover it up.
Well,
but
he got it out of bounds, and that
knocks
cost
it
him
out of
another
bounds.
5.
It did.
That is a bad snap. I'm going with 20-plus yard law. Yeah, that's a bad snap. Got 25 or 6 on the snap.
Profound words.
Well, you know, sometimes you're struggling for that word that
bad.
That was just an inopportune time
Yeah,
if you're a
it was.
Whitley fan. I mean, not making fun of the situation, but now they're in third.
31 according to the
Okay,
scoreboard.
third and 31.
3 receivers to the left. Petrie takes it. He's rolling to his left. He's going to try and launch one all the way down the field. Looking, and we got contact, and there's
They're
the
going to
flag.
call that on Kane.
Yep.
And I don't. It's a 15-yard penalty in high school football. I mean, we're going to come back down here and get it.
That's going to be third down and 16.
But again, Kane's allowed to go get the football, I think. But we'll see how that looks.
In the open field, I see why he calls it. I'm not sure I agree. Johnny Hines is kind of the same way. He's not really arguing it, but he's kind of like, eh.
Well, again, Brady Kane was in position.
Yes.
It's just he's 6 inches shorter than the guy they threw the football to also.
Harp falls easy.
All right, they got half of it through penalty, almost half of it.
LBJ.
But it did keep life in this drive.
It did.
Did I
And
say that?
Another drive.
You might
another
have.
play, too.
So third down and 16. So you pick up almost half of it, get to keep the down. Petrie, 5-step drop. He's going to launch another one down the right sideline. Great defensive position over there on the far side.
Cherry
Yes.
and
Got some help over the top.
from the safety.
Yep.
Is that Adams or Nichols?
That's Nichols.
Cody Nichols, just a sophomore.
It was Cody Nichols and along with Cherry. But what I'm getting at is you can't double cover somebody any better
No.
because one was short on the inside shoulder and one was just a step behind him getting to the boundary. And
I know they need 16 yards, but if you're Whitley County 605, you trail by 2 scores.
after the way they've snapped punts, I think seriously about punting this. Well, that one's not bad.
Well, bounced. Good job to pick it up. Does get it away, fielded, and grounded right there.
Adams.
Yep, Adams
Smart.
just going to take it and cover it up like a goalie on a slapper.
But again, that saves the potential of a 15-yard roll or something. And I'm surprised they punted the football. I am
too.
Extremely. That doesn't say we can't win the game, but it tells me, well, it almost tells me that you've reached the point of saying that's not how we're going to win the game. But there's 6 full minutes, so, you see if Pulaski runs the football a little bit. And, again, I see no big back in the game. Matter of fact, Abbott has not been out there in the backfield recently. Am I missing that? Or
He has not been there. You're correct.
Well, they won't have to worry about who's in it. Well, there is one in the backfield.
He's out there
and it's
now.
Abbott.
Yeah,
okay.
it is Abbott.
All right.
Just getting a break.
Sidecar right to Polston in the backfield. Man in motion, that's Williams as he comes down the near side. Puts 2 receivers out here. They're going to flip the ball out to him at the 26-yard line. Puts his head down, gets across the 30, and that's it. Going to be a gain of 1.
Yeah, the 2 signal keep the clock running. Is that
Yes,
what I saw?
He did.
Then that's key.
Yep.
I mean, you're not trying to slow the game down, but you want to do everything you can to shorten the game, if that makes any sense.
2nd down and 8. 2 safeties back deep for Whitley County. Here comes the blitz from Gilbert. He gets through, and Abbott is in trouble. He's going the wrong direction, going to be forced out of bounds back at the 25-yard line. Gilbert messed that up from the get-go.
Yeah, the play was called into the blitz. I mean, literally, the blitz was a run blitz right through the gap and Abbott had nothing to do but try to beat everybody to the corner, and there was no chance.
Oh, we got another timeout for something. Of course, he went out of bounds, so the clock stopped, but the official walking all the way over there. Do we have another injury?
I don't know. I see, there's somebody down over there. They got him up. It was a Whitley player. I see him heading up behind the bench, jogging.
Sam Haynes, I'm not sure he was even in the game. That may have been
it could have
sideline personnel.
Collateral damage?
Yeah. So 3rd down and 12 now for the Maroons. Polston takes the snap. He's rolling to his right, looking. Has a man open in the middle.
Shepherd.
Caught by Jake Shepard, who breaks
6.
free at the 40, and he is going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Maroons.
A Citizens National Bank touchdown. He'll pass through the Rick Barker red zone on the way to the end zone with the Turner Realty Group 1st down. And the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard now says they haven't got it up there yet. Let's go 49-29.
49, indeed.
73 yards.
Nice catch by Shepard. That's full extension and in stride, and the ball was perfectly thrown. By the way, where are you numbers-wise on your quarterback passing?
That's 421.
Yeah, that's a nice road. Extra point to come. Now, that might have almost sealed it. Not quite, but almost.
Corson, once again, Adams. Good snap, good hold, kick up, kick is good. 49-29, it's a 30-point lead for the Maroons. This is Quick Care Walk-In Clinics High School Football presented by the Don Franklin family of dealerships. We still got 5:09 to go, folks.
Well, again, that'll give me a chance to say Magic Monograms, conveniently located off North Highway 27 between Big Lots and Backyard Burger. Magic Monograms, a place for custom embroidery, screen printing, and so much more. They can put your designs on medical and athletic uniforms, corporate and school apparel. Find them on Facebook. Search Magic Monograms and Embroidery. And again, Bob, I never did get a note, but we were sponsoring with Entrust Counseling and Buffalo Wings and Rings tonight a gift card that Kelly was going to draw from, and I'm sure we will get that posted. If we don't do it by the time we go off the air, it will be posted at LakeCumberlandSports.com if you are the winner, I promise you.
You said that was how many yards passing now?
421.
Shepard puts the toe to it. High kick going to be fielded at the 15. That's Hamlin. And he gets a breaks free. He's got a crease down the far sideline, and Shepard's going to be the man that drives him out of bounds, but he gets into Pulaski territory, so don't go away yet. And
some new numbers and some
Yep.
not new numbers are starting to jog out. I see, try to catch some of them as we can. I see Harris Denmeyer coming in at safety. Well,
So Pulaski County.
Kane was coming off, but I think they
Back
decided
on
Kane's going to stay in and play in Cherry's slot here on the as a
Cornerback.
Yep. Yep.
Two receivers to the left. Petrie takes the snap. He drops back, looking to his right, scrambles. He's in trouble.
He's
and
past
now
the
he's
line.
across the line of scrimmage and slides down.
Wise choice.
Yeah. Gets across the 35-yard line down to the 34. So he picks up 7.
Yeah, Brady Kane was closing, but one of the inside guys, that was Michael Kraft, packing. That was a battleship coming after you, and that's a good time to get down.
Snap, Petrie, draw play up the middle. And what a play. Nice penetration there by Pulaski County's Christian Slavey.
Yeah, again, Slavey's had a nice night. He playing with his hand in the dirt a little bit. I think they've had him at DN for a lot of the night.
Trip receivers to the right. Leach is in the backfield with Petrie. He gets the handoff, tries to go to his left. He's going to be hit. Short game, but enough for the first down. He had to get right to the 30, and he just got across it. So first down, moved the chains for the Colonels.
Peavy and Kraft on the tackle.
But the clock is the big issue.
It is.
With a 31-point advantage, Pulaski County on top, 50-29. Your Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard.
Got Bryston Brown in there
Petrie.
on defense.
Good pick up on the block by on the blitz by Leach. Now Petrie throws one over the top and defended well by Pulaski County. And let me get you a number. That is 21.
Yep, checked in. This is the first series he's been on the field.
Harris Denmeyer, freshman, and that's a big-time play right there.
That will cause you to have to play some more.
Yeah. that gets you a star. What do they have helmet awards, little skulls?
They used to, but I don't think they're doing that anymore.
Well, they got the big skull on the side. That is one of the most awesome looking
That's a good looking
decals
helmet,
in
isn't it?
all of football.
Yeah.
Yep. Trips to the right, one to the left. Man down here at the bottom, that's Harp. Petrie looks to his right, running out of time. Keeps running, looks over the middle, finds a man. That is Crowley. We haven't called his name in a while. And Crowley breaks a tackle at the 7, gets into the end zone, and Whitley County, just like that, has put us another 6-pointer on the board. Crowley with a big-time effort right there said, I'm not stopping, and he gets in to score, and Whitley County not going away.
No, they're not. To their credit, it would have been sort of easy to pack it up, and they haven't.
Gibbs in to kick, and Crowley, who just scored the touchdown, is the holder, and we know what he's capable of doing. Offsides on Pulaski County. So that'll move it up, and what happened the last time? Crowley took the snap and just charged right into the end zone.
Yeah, they did the trickeration 2-point conversion.
Fooled you. But Crowley's a
You
little
want your
gimpy
your
right
Crowler,
now.
Your holder has cramps. If you're going to call trickeration here, he's selling
Let
it.
him stand up and take
Is he selling this?
He might be.
I don't know.
That'll be interesting. Good thought. Crowley with the snap. Down. Kick is up, and it is good. He hooked it through the far upright. 50-36. It's now a 14-point game with 3:25 to go. Still plenty of time left in this contest. Don't go away.
A big thank you to the Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships for presenting tonight's coverage of high school football. Be sure to take advantage of the end of the summer savings at any of their Somerset locations. Visit them on Facebook at Don Franklin Somerset family of dealerships. They treat you like family. Don't forget to stick around. At the end of this game, we'll have a scoring recap and give you some stats. And then later on Facebook, we will post the Alton Blakely Family of Dealerships post-game show. And Bob Boone will put that together. And we want to mention that they have a 2015 at Alton Blakely Auto Outlet. They've got a 2015 GMC Sierra SLE 1500 four-door, four-wheel drive Z71 off-road package. That's that really nice one. 5.3-liter V8 engine, backup cameras, and an 8-inch touchscreen. Go by and check it out at the Alton Blakely Auto Outlet, and catch our post-game show, the Alton Blakely Family of Dealerships, on Facebook later tonight.
Nice store. I got invited to the grand opening, and tell you what, Good spot to pick out a previously enjoyed automobile.
Watch for the kick.
Yep, indeed.
Hands teams out there, look at the
Hands
numbers.
teams out there, you got 9 men up in front of the 35-yard line for Pulaski County. Gibbs approaches it, they do, and ball nicely. Oh, man.
Cherry, I think.
That was a great play all the way around. Cherry does a good job. And Caden Rose, the freshman running back, that's the second.
No, that's 43. I thought it was 42.
Oh, it is 43.
My bad, guys.
Jackson McCullum.
Yeah, my goodness.
Freshman.
Jackson McCullum tipped the hat, man. Sorry about that. And he's headed back out on defense.
Indeed, get your reward.
Let's say he's headed out on offense since Pulaski has the football. If he was playing defense, it wouldn't be fair.
Just saw Jalen Woolridge check into the ballgame.
Okay.
So
a young quarterback.
Indeed.
With some upside potential.
He's
we
going to be
too many
in
guys
the
on the
shotgun
line.
formation. And Trenton Gibson, the running back, he's going to hand it to him. Wants to go right, has to cut back to the left, and he's going to lose 4 yards.
I love it. Nice tackle by 38 of Whitley, and I'm not saying anything that you shouldn't, but he got up a woofing.
Whitley County just used a timeout, did they not? They did.
Well,
indeed.
That means they're playing this thing to the bitter end, and I don't blame them.
United Cumberland Bank timeout. Mike, I know you got some business to do, but Wiley Kane on the night, 420 yards passing. I'm sorry. Not Wiley Kane.
That's all right. You're talking about Drew Polston.
Drew Polston.
We good.
But the reason I mentioned Wiley Kane's number, the all-time record in a single game for yardage is held by Wiley Kane, 487. And I thought with a 2-touchdown difference that Johnny Hines may let Wiley go out there one more time, but I think he feels pretty confident in his defense.
I think what he wanted to do is make sure that Polston's on the sideline so when they start play next Friday night, Polston's 100%.
There's a whole host of youngsters in there. I see Xander Simpson in the ball game. Bryson Duggar, we've called his name a couple times tonight. Also see Spencer Allen checked in. Woolridge with the pass out here on the right side. Gets it in the flat, and Duggar takes off down the sideline and picks up most of that yardage he needed to get the first down. He's going to be about 2 yards short, but a nice little 12-yard.
I invite you to a JV game when you get a chance. Duggar can sling the football. He has a wicked arm.
Well, and he lined it up as a wide receiver because you got Jalen Woolridge in
exactly.
there as a freshman quarterback, so a lot of weapons. Both of them listed as quarterback/wide receiver,
right.
So tells me they're athletes. Again, Woolridge, handoff to the man in the backfield. That is Gibson, Trenton Gibson, and he's going to pick up the first down. He had to get the ball just short of the 40, and he gets it across.
He didn't get a very good spot, but it's still a first down.
Yep.
And that is a Turner Realty Group first down. And if you're Pulaski County, that didn't seal the deal, but it puts you a whole lot closer.
Clock winds now, under 3 minutes. Change set. Trenton Gibson to the left of Woolridge in the backfield. Takes the snap, gives it to Gibson, looking for room on the right. He's in trouble, going to get dropped and just about lost the football. Coming up and making a really nice defensive play for Whitley County. That is Barrett Hollis. We haven't called his number very much tonight. He came into this game with 15 tackles.
I've got a number or two that aren't even on my two deep. They're on my roster, and that's a good thing because if you're Pulaski County and everybody you've got is getting into a football game, a district game that matters,
yep,
that's a good thing.
It sure is.
That builds confidence. John Hines has always been a believer. He told me one of the things he hated the most in coaching was the running clock.
Yep.
He said it takes away every chance you've got to let the kids that work as hard as anybody else. Bob, they've brought this back.
Okay.
Right?
I guess I missed what happened there, so there must have been a penalty.
Had to be.
Down and 15 now. Swing pass out on the left. That is caught by Duggar, and he is going to be hit almost immediately and then finally dropped. No gain on the play.
That ought to blow the whistle every now and then.
Well, they stopped the clock again, so I'm assuming a timeout is going to be charged to Whitley County, a UCB timeout.
That'll give me a chance to remind you the Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game Y'all go and figure it out, because when I quit this live read, I'm going to ask you for your vote. 2020's been a crazy year, and a lot of things have changed, but some things stay the same or get even better, like Somerset Community College's commitment to students. We're committed to offering a high-quality education, personal experience with great faculty and staff, and the lowest tuition in the state. SEC offers online, hybrid, and in-person classes and makes it easy for students to enroll. Somerset Community Colleges offers classes in 8, 12, and 16-week sessions. SCC's campuses and centers are safe, clean, and ready to welcome you.
3rd down and 5. No gain on the previous play. Woolridge stays in at the quarterback spot. He's going to take the snap, fake the handoff, rolls to his left, has to get it out into the flat. Going to be dropped by Spencer Allen. Would have been well short of the 1st down.
Going to roll the punt team out, I think.
Yep. 2:28 to go. Clock stopped.
Whitley County should be out of timeouts.
So if I'm Shepherd right now, anything I get that's past the line of scrimmage is positive.
Yep.
And I kick it to a lot of green grass over here to this side of the field where nobody is. Only one deep back.
Yeah.
Whitley ran a guy in as the snap was being made.
What a punt,
Great punt
there by Shepherd. Estes was the deep man. He gets away from it. The ball's going to be down by Pulaski County inside the 15, make it to 13. And did we get a flag? We did.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Chicken fighting and all kinds of stuff going on. And
the flag is over on the far sideline.
Yes, it
You
is.
mentioned the late run on. I was trying to get a
well, he
get
was
the glasses
definitely
on the
late getting on. But
deep back for
you can play with 10, can't you?
not well.
No, not designed that way. You know, we were talking about Denmeyer earlier and the play he made down here in the end zone, a freshman. He's a good-sized young man, too. I mean, they list him at 5'11", 158. He fills out a 158 pretty solidly as far as I'm concerned. And Pulaski's got a slew of freshmen and a whole bunch of sophomores on this team. And the senior night, the 9 seniors have
Shined.
not to this point locked this thing up, but we'll see how it plays out. But for Caleb Adams and Kenyon Smith and Tristan Cox and Jake Shepard and Zach Huff, Levi Belcher, Evan Cherry, Willie Nelson, and Hunter Mason, congratulations, gentlemen. Now, we did get a penalty call, Bob.
Yeah.
We got an illegal substitution against Whitley. Actually, illegal participation is what that's called, right?
And that becomes a 15.
It does, and it's a 1st down.
Holy cow.
That is a Turner Realty Group 1st down.
Ouch. And if you're Jeb Irwin, that hurts.
If they're out of timeouts, you can almost put Herschel's favorite play into act right now. You can kneel 3 times.
That's 29 first downs for Pulaski on the
29.
29.
2:19 to go in this 4th quarter. And I want to mention something while we got just a second. Caleb Adams was out there with all those youngsters, the 2s and the 3s on defense. It looked like he was going to stay on the field, but if not, he was encouraging every one of those young men. What great leadership he
was being a
showed right
senior.
there. He was. So Woolridge in the gun has a man to his left. Going to take, and we get another
False
whistle.
start.
Delay a game.
Delay of
Oh,
game.
okay. Well. All right, you guys. Who is your Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the Game? A guy threw for 420-something and 4 or 5 touchdowns, and I'm not sure he is, but
And he wears number 4.
it's going to be hard to beat that. I'm going to leave it to you guys.
Barrick Williams has 12 catches for 139 yards.
That's pretty serious.
That's
Jacob
solid.
Shepard has 4 catches for 104 yards. Of course,
solid.
when somebody throws for 420
yards, you're going to have some pretty good receiving
Somebody
nights.
had to catch him.
Yeah.
All right, Shepard's a senior. Let's keep that in mind.
Bryson Duggar.
Timeout, Pulaski.
Well, now we can opine on this as we sift through this.
I just the improvement that we saw this week, and let's give a big shout out. One of the things you a lot of time I always like to do, I was a lineman, say, what about the play of the offensive line? Giving Polston more time tonight. Of course, he did a lot of rollouts. The offense was designed to get him more time, but a few key changes personnel-wise, some scheme changes, and things just clicked. But Drew Polston did what he had to do with those changes, and he led this team up and down the field, and that's why I like him this year.
And John Hines said he had no doubt Polston was going to come out and play really well and light the scoreboard up. So
I can't argue with that.
Well, that's going to be our Somerset Community College Offensive Player of the game.
First down and 15. Woolridge barking out the signals, take the snap, going to get a lateral pass. That is a lateral. Somebody's got to get it. Picked up and
they already called it incomplete.
Oh, my goodness.
He blew the whistle, guys. Yep. He blew the whistle. If I'm Whitley,
I'm livid right now.
And if I'm Pulaski County, I want to know where everybody was not coming to the sidelines to get to the football.
Yeah.
I mean, it rolled dead over here.
Yeah.
Now, Whitley is going to say some things to the officials, and they need to go deaf because they're going to deserve what's being yelled at them. Well, maybe not exactly the words they're using, maybe.
Well, I'll be honest, Jep Irwin, because they already got the one sideline warning.
Yep.
He's standing there with his arms across his chest, and he's not saying a word, but that's a break for Pulaski County.
What would you say, Bob? Can you throw me out for what I'm thinking? Of course not. I think that was awful.
So, and they still have first down on the marker after the incomplete pass. It should be second, now third as the handoff goes straight up the middle.
That was a collision.
That was Trey Hornsby carrying the ball.
Okay, well.
Number 30, I believe, 33. Was that 33?
I'm pretty sure 33.
I think so,
yes, it is.
He was in the backfield.
It is.
Yep. Another youngster, 5'10", 165-pound freshman. That's a good size for that young man. Tell you what, freshman and sophomore groups, future's bright at Pulaski County. Third down, and another swing pass out here that sails over the head of the intended receiver, Bryson Duggar. He's 6'1", but he needed to be about 6'5".
I'm not calling the plays, Bob, but you've called that one enough. Whitley is swarming that one.
Yeah, there's like 5 defenders over there.
Yeah, maybe you're going to have to look down the field.
Fake there and go over the middle. How about that?
I'd run it, but that's just me.
Can you run a minute and 38 off the clock just zigzagging back and forth here?
I don't know. That's a long time.
It is.
Whitley's going to get the ball back.
They are, unless by some sort of divine intervention here. Woolridge looking downfield. He's in trouble. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he finds an opening. Finds a man downfield. What a catch inside the 10.
Did he bring that in?
He did bring that in.
Catch a number, Dwayne.
That
30-something.
That
36.
is Xander Simpson.
Oh, my goodness. That is a Turner Realty Group first down inside the Rick Barker red zone. And now, if you choose, you may take a knee. Now, do you let your – well, this is a district opponent. Do you let them try to score?
I think you just run what the defense against what the defense allows you to.
All right.
Going to hand it off up the middle, inside to the 5-yard line. On the carry for Pulaski, that's Hornsby.
Well, it's going to be a 1-0 district start for Pulaski County.
At least one more snap.
Yeah, next Friday night they will go to South Laurel. We will go to South Laurel with them. And South Laurel will be the district opponent.
Again, give it up the middle. That's Hornsby, and he's going to get hit. And they're under 40 seconds. That's going to do it. Yeah, 35 on the game clock and 34. Well, now 34. I can't even look quick enough.
Pretty close.
Yeah, it's about a 2-second differential. Pulaski County does not have to snap the ball, but you got these youngsters out there. They want to get it into the end zone. Yeah. And I don't oppose this, especially with your second guys. Woolridge looking and throws a slant pass. Tries to get the ball to Duggar. Doesn't. Incomplete. So that stops the clock with 7.1 seconds. I might not have thrown it.
Yeah, because now, unless you run something that takes 7.1 seconds to get the play over.
But this is also
It
a
is.
product
It's
of
a
this
learning-
style. Well,
it-
it's a product of this style of offense. You got young kids
Yep.
in that are going to play at this level. One or two of them may be needed sometime
Certainly.
before the season's
Certainly.
over.
They're done
so
now.
you do.
Yeah, but they're still going to turn the ball back unless the officials get real lazy. Kenyon Smith, by the way, checked into the game. I see 22 coming our way. He just
Well, they stopped the clock with 6.6 seconds to go. Going to turn it over on downs to Whitley County as Pulaski just
Now,
takes a knee.
if Whitley County's gathering around their football team, I guess the ones are coming back out. It looked like they were trying to get a group of 11 together.
Yeah.
But I think that is, well, I take that back. I can't tell if that's the starting quarterback or not.
It is.
Pulaski's got a player coming on from about the 40-yard line on the other end.
So that's Petrie in at quarterback. He's going to take the snap, hand it off in the backfield. And that is Gilbert, who's still running out across 20, 25, and lassoed down at the 30. You heard the horn. That's the ball game. Pulaski County wins it 50-36. Wow.
Wow. We'll get ready as Dwayne prepares a scoring recap and our stats for the post-game show. But, Bob, you and I still got some stuff to do here before you sign things up. 50-36 the final. Pulaski moves to 2-1 on the season, 1-0 in the district. Whitley's going to fall to 0-3, 0-1 in the district. More importantly for Pulaski County, they protect the home field advantage in the district, and they put an offensive display together that's been somewhere. It just hadn't been seen in the first 2 weeks leading up. All right, Bob, the Modern Systems defender of the game, as I read the live read, you be thinking, all right? I think I know who it's going to be, but since 1979, Modern Systems has been defending communities all across Kentucky and are proud to be part of the communities they serve, committing time and sponsorship to numerous charities like Project 5810, Relay for Life, March of Dimes, Heart Walk, local school programs, and many more. Modern Systems, your neighbor and your friends, they work 24/7 to protect the things that matter most to you, from homes to business to schools and churches. Let Modern Systems be your trusted name in security. All right, Bob, do I get to guess, or are you just going to tell me?
I would take a guess, see, just in case.
Oh, number 20?
Yeah, that's kind of who I had.
Oh, who would have thought Adams would be our defensive
He
player?
had a
of the
heck
game?
of a ball game
He
tonight.
did. He really did. And on senior night, it is a pleasure to present our Modern Systems defender of the game to Caleb Adams. Again, that'll wrap that part of our show up as we get ready for Dwayne, but it doesn't keep me from still thanking some people, because I got a couple I need to still do, Bob, so
Go
bear
ahead.
with me.
Well, while you get ready for that, I want to make one comment.
Okay.
Again, you mentioned a couple of years ago when some things happened at the end, and then a weird conclusion at this one. But Pulaski County went to the hash mark to give a salute to their opponents, Whitley County, and Whitley County walked off. They went to the locker room. So there was they're not doing post-game handshakes at this point in time. That's
Okay.
been ruled out. But Whitley County players all took off for the locker room as Pulaski County stood there to salute them for a hard-fought game. And I hate to see that.
Yeah, you really don't want to see that, period. But anyway, I was dutifully looking down at papers over here, so I missed it, and I'm kind of glad I did. But Henderson Chiropractic, committed to relieving your pain using the true principles of chiropractic care. The careful, helpful team strives for excellence through extraordinary service and patient education. Dr. Henderson provides chiropractic care for injuries that occur during sports, auto accidents, work-related activities, or just everyday wear and tear. The experience you need, the results you want. That's Henderson Chiropractic. Bob? This game had a lot of stuff going on in it. Early, I thought Whitley had Pulaski's number. I thought Pulaski was in for a long night.
Yeah, you're on. I just can't do that.
I'm sorry. Okay, keep going. I messed up, but we'll do this again sometime. Anyway, Bob, I was going to say early in this game, I thought Whitley kind of had Pulaski's number.
I
It
did
didn't
too.
look good, and boy, that third quarter was 28 points.
28 points, and the defense was outstanding that period. I mean, Granted, overall defense gives up 36, but to a pretty good offensive football team. Johnny Hines said before this game that he knew that, these boys are from the mountains. They're going to come ready to play. So it was an exciting ball game, close, but I'm just really impressed with what the Maroons did here tonight. I had a lot of people ask me this week what I thought how they would do, and the consensus, just talking to folks, was Johnny Hines will get this team ready, and sure enough, they were ready tonight, and they moved to 2-1, 1-0 in district play. That's huge.
Southwestern won again tonight. We know that. Somerset was up 34-0 in their game. You could probably catch the end of that one. It may have ended already, to be honest with you, but on our sister station. But anyway.
Yeah, be sure and check out Facebook after a while. Sometime tonight or early tomorrow morning, we'll have the Alton Blakely Family of Dealerships post-game show. We'll have that on video uploaded for you. We appreciate them. And also, I want to say thank you to Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West. They are our title sponsor. We appreciate everything they do. Good folks over there. Go check them out if you need medical care. There's no wait times. Just walk in, get it taken care of, and especially in these weird times. And, I started off talking about how things didn't seem to be normal.
Yep.
Feel a little more normal tonight, don't they, if you're a Maroon football fan?
It feels a little more normal than it did 3.5 hours ago.
Okay.
I think we ran into maybe a hiccup on some commercials. And I'm going to go ahead and Toyota of Somerset. Since 1988, Toyota of Somerset has been serving our community and supporting local sports. They want you to know they're here for you and your family, someone you can trust, someone you can count on. Stop in and see them today at Stoplight 23 or online at toyotaofsomerset.com. And also, Ford Brothers Auctioneers, a proud sponsor of local high school sports. Whether you're selling a family estate, private or commercial real estate, equipment, or personal property, they got you covered. Ford Brothers Auctioneers is recognized statewide and nationally as one of the leaders in the auction industry. Whether it's live on site or live on a combination of both, you can count on Ford Brothers Auctioneers to deliver their top quality organization's advice and results for you. Visit them online, FordBrothersInc.com. Ford Brothers Auctioneers, selling the country since 1965. Dwayne Clark?
Yes, sir.
You got some numbers?
I do.
Got a scoring recap?
I can do that. That'll take a while.
Well, just do the second.
I'll just do the second half.
Or do the third quarter. I mean, that's what blew things up.
All right, we'll start the third quarter and see where we end up. At 8:30 to go in the third quarter, Pulaski County scores on a 29-yard pass to Barrick Williams, followed by the Corson kick. They tied at 22-22 at that point. 6:08 to go in the third quarter, 37-yard pass to Antonio Palmer, his first touchdown pass of his career. Followed by a Corson kick, 29-22 Pulaski. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. 4-yard run by Drew Poston. Corson kick, 36-22 Pulaski County. Still in the third quarter, 26 seconds to go. A 39-yard pass to Chandler Gobby from Drew Poston, followed by the Corson kick, 43-22 Pulaski at that point. In the fourth quarter, with 9:46 to go, Whitley County strikes with a 16-yard pass to Sam Harp. And with the kick, it's 43-29, Pulaski County still leading. And then the fourth quarter, 5:09 to go, a 73-yard passing catch to Jacob Shepard from Drew Poston, and followed by the Corson kick, 50-29, Pulaski leading at that point. And then to finish the game, 3:25 to go, Whitley County has a 29-yard pass reception to Mason Crowley. With the Gibbs kick, 50-36 Pulaski County, and that is the final score.
Just a couple quick individual stats. You said Poston threw for 421.
He did.
And leading rusher for Pulaski. How many yards rushing Pulaski have? That's what I mean.
They had 99 yards rushing.
I said about 100 would be a good night.
You're right on. And they had 75 in the first half, but they ruled the air the second half. Poston and the number of receivers he picked, I mean, there was, I guess, 12 receivers in it up. It's Barrick Williams had 139 yards, Shepard 104 yards, Antonio Palmer 41 yards.
Okay.
Chandler Gobby, and the list goes on.
Once again, Pulaski County on the Randall D. Turpin CPA scoreboard. One last time, 50-36 winner over Whitley County. For Quick Care Walk-In Clinic at Med Park West and our presenting sponsor, the Don Franklin Family of Dealerships, for all of our crew at Lake Cumberland Sports, until next Friday night, thanks for joining us, everybody. See you soon.